Welcome everybody to the Setup Podcast with Nolan, Anthony, and Alan.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Setup Podcast, episode, I don't even remember, 14, 15? We missed last week. Life came up and bubbled up, and none of us, me, Alex, and Anthony, none of us were able to put together an episode, but we're back this week, better than ever, with the Mikey Mckernan, a LA veteran comic, also grew up skateboarding, so we talk about a little bit of skateboarding and a little bit of comedy, which is kind of technically what the original idea for what this show was supposed to be about. It's called The Setup because I was thinking the setup to a joke, and then what's your setup on on your skateboard, you know what I mean? It's got double meaning in the two worlds that I'm in and that Anthony's in, and then Alex is kind of in. He's not in stand-up, but he is in comedy. He's a funny guy. But we are back this week. It's a great episode. Thank you for listening, and I want to talk about all the places you can find this stuff. Go to Instagram what is it? I'm going to do a pause real quick. Okay, so it's at setup_podcast. Follow us on that. On Twitter, at setuppod. Facebook, /the setup podcast. Go like that. YouTube.com/the setup podcast. Go subscribe to that and peep all the video versions of these episodes if you'd like. Plus, Alex has put together quite a few edits of us skateboarding, and he put together a sick edit of Simon Jensen, who, if you haven't checked out, peep that, yo. Just a day of skating back when Simon was here. Check that video out. And hop on iTunes, find the Setup Podcast on iTunes, subscribe, rate, give us some stars, maybe 5 of them out of 5. And tell your friends about the podcast, especially if they skateboard. If they skateboard and do comedy, or like they skateboard and act, or skateboard and do music, or I don't know. That's kind of what we're going for. We're going for skaters who have grown up to do other things, or people that even love skateboarding, that they don't, maybe they skated for like 5 years in high school, but they just have always loved it. Because I think a lot of times when you grow up skateboarding, even if you don't get really good at it, you can respect it, and you like the culture of skateboarding. You like what it stands for, which is fucking, what does skateboarding stand for? I don't know. I think it stands for doing your own thing, not wanting to submit to authority. I'm trying to everything I'm thinking about what skateboarding stands for sounds totally corny right now. Being anti-authority and anti-establishment, dude. No, I think it's just doing something fun on your own without anybody telling you what to do. Also, there's a certain rebellious streak to the skateboarding drive. Like, you like to go to spots that you're really not supposed to be at. There's a creativity to it because you get to anywhere you go in the whole world, you can be checking out spots, and you're looking at architecture that everybody else would just see as normal, like a stair set, or even just a part of some office building, and you're like, man, dude, that looks like I could really fit that. And that's part of the fun, creativity of skateboarding. But yeah, so if you ever were a skateboarder, I think it's in your bones, it's in your blood. And so tell your friends who like skateboarding about this podcast, especially if they grew up skating and are doing other stuff now in the arts. Speaking of which, we're going to be having a bunch of cool guests coming up who are skaters who have moved on to do other things in life. They're still skateboarding, but as far as a profession and a career and just other things that they're into, they're doing other stuff like comedy or running businesses or making music or in the entertainment world in some way, shape, or form. So thank you again, as always, for listening. If you would like to donate, go to patreon.com, let's see here, /the setup. Patreon.com/the setup. And feel free to donate And feel free to donate. Help us purchase more kick-ass equipment for the fucking podcast. And enjoy the episode. Mikey Mckernan. Now we are.
Welcome to the Setup Podcast.
To the Setup Podcast.
Holy shit!
So that was
Glad I
15
brought that
minutes
up,
of
right?
exclusive
Yeah, there you go.
Setup Podcast.
Right. Bring it back. Fucking
We just
kill
talked
Tony.
we just talked about so much deep shit.
Dude, that's perfect. Yeah, Facebook Live, you guys just got like an inside scoop that the rest of the world will never know. Basically, you got us rehashing shit you can already see on YouTube of him doing Kill Tony.
Well, I recorded it, so on the YouTube video, it will be there.
That was pre-game warm-up.
With what microphone, though?
With name microphone. But I can turn it up to 400%.
Yeah.
But it won't be worth it. So I don't know why I went down that
Got
road.
an amp that goes to 400.
Yeah, but
Nah, we know I'm
GoPro
motivated.
volume goes to 400%. That is extreme.
And it doesn't make that big of a difference, really. But it does make it louder. But anyways.
The only noise I think of GoPros is just, when
Yeah.
someone hits it,
Yeah.
or the noise it makes.
Or when it drops underwater.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever.
That noise that the girl makes when she sees it hidden.
And that noise is.
Elaborate.
You know,
What's that noise?
You know
Yeah.
when you hide it
Yeah.
and then
And what noise does she make?
and she's like, "See ya."
No.
Have you guys ever done
Wow,
that?
that was the
Filmed it?
most interesting cuck story I've ever heard, Anthony.
Turn his mic down.
I only date
There we go.
I only date women with voices like this.
Dude, hey, you know what? Too bad we didn't. Well,
I like cookies like me. Everybody does.
we're trying to figure
That's
out these
him.
cookies over here.
Yeah, what's going on?
That's
Wait,
me and
I don't hear
Anthony.
me. There we go.
Yeah.
That's me.
Me and Anthony are on this one.
Okay, copy that.
Welcome
Mike.
back
Nice.
to teaching Alex how the
Hey.
board works.
Hey,
That's what this podcast is.
It's good, man. It's about diversity.
If you look us up on YouTube, it's how to set up a podcast half the time.
I know.
It's called the
There's
setup.
a million.
We're
Yeah.
just trying to just
Nice.
fit in with the tag that's already our
Dude, we
podcast.
got to figure out how to tag that, because if you put in, even if you put in the Setup Podcast Skate,
Yeah.
it's not on the first page.
No.
No, yeah.
You're
No.
just
It'll
like,
happen.
fuck. It'll happen, yeah.
All you have to do is have one video have a lot of views, and then it.
That's true.
Yeah. It's
So
pretty.
please make this go viral.
Yeah.
We just got to do some viral shit.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Uh,
cadence?
My war could do it, because that's a piggyback thing.
It could.
Anytime you take something that's already successful, a big whale, and you tune a fish up to it, or what are those little fishies? Krill.
Yeah.
You whatever. You ride that
I
little
like
momentum.
tuna fish.
Yeah.
It up. That's better.
Tuna
Yeah.
fish it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who don't know, basically everyone except me and Nolan, we did a My War, which I don't know if you guys seen My War on Thrasher.
Yeah, did you guys already film that?
Yeah, we already filmed
Oh,
it.
nice.
Yeah.
You know that? Do you know
No.
that segment? It's My War's like, it's all about a skater trying to get a trick that's like taking
I
forever.
love that.
And it's a great little series.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
And it's like Jamie Thomas has been on it. They just had one with Miles Silvas doing the this long. Anyways, it's all about how it's taken them like weeks
Yeah.
or even months and just getting destroyed. So we did, and
We did a parody on
we
it.
did a parody on it.
Oh, beautiful.
Where
Yeah.
it's just
Was
me
that
trying
this-
to kickflip a two-stair. And it's My War. And then it's all about like they always do talking head like cutaways of the skater being like, yeah man, I was just getting wrecked and I couldn't do it anymore. And then the filmer being like, he's nuts. He's unlike anybody I've ever seen. He's a maniac.
I love
He
it.
just kept going. So we parodied that
Yeah, and
with my two-stair kickflip.
It's gonna be good. Look for release in like maybe 3 weeks. Hopefully sooner than that. But yeah,
That sounds riveting.
Parodies are very riveting.
I can't wait to see it in 3 weeks.
I don't believe that excitement from you.
Well, this is what I think. I think the people, they want to have it now. So what I say you do,
Well,
don't edit any of it.
okay.
just pull a Calderon and just fucking
Don't do
Don't
any
do
work.
anything.
Don't do
Just
any
say, "This
work
is
at
ready."
all," and say,
Here's Anthony's
Say-
guide to viral videos.
you take the video,
Forget editing.
slide it across the table, and say, "That's for you now." You say,
you guys edit it and I'll pick the best one. You get a T-shirt.
Yeah.
What if we did that and then we had other people edit our videos?
that would be smart. Well,
It's
there's
not a
that
bad
one
idea.
website.
So
that
upload
Fiverr
raw
or
footage
whatever.
and have them download it all.
Yeah, and then
That's not a
edit
bad
it.
idea.
And pick a winner. They get a
actually-
T-shirt. They do all our work for
Mildly
us.
brilliant, actually.
Yeah.
It could work.
Yeah.
If you had an audience,
Yeah.
people would be like,
Absolutely.
"Oh yeah, I'll do that."
Yeah.
But at this point, it would just be like our moms.
Yeah. And a few. I mean,
and a few other people.
Yeah,
We're slowly growing. I think
Yeah.
we started in family, immediate family, then we got extended family, and now we're moving into friends pretty
Yeah.
deep, and then it's friends of friends. I think we have a couple friends of friends.
Yeah, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, I would say so.
100%. I was just back in Seattle getting a lot of, hey, I'm listening to your podcast.
Really?
From not my mom.
Really?
Hey, I've been listening to
Word
your
of mouth.
Actually, when I was walking up here, I got a hey, I've been listening to your podcast on the phone from my friend.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Who told another friend who now listens to our podcast.
You should say hello to them.
My point exactly.
You should say hello to them.
But I think it's more funny that we don't have any fans.
Okay, see, I don't get that because earlier when we were off mic, Nolan was talking about how it's funny that his short film is so bad. Those two things aren't funny. Those are just excuses or some shit, bro. That's not funny. Yo, I got a sick podcast. How many views? None. Like, how is that? Why is that giggly, dude? Oh my god.
It makes me laugh.
Okay.
I wasn't
cool,
saying
man.
it's funny that the short film is bad. I was saying that it's okay.
It's not. What are your thoughts on this? What do you think?
On what?
Like when you do
On
a
the short
set.
film?
Oh, should we introduce him because we didn't record that first shit?
Yeah, we're here with Mikey Mckernan.
Oh, hey guys.
Tell us up, Facebook Live. You know what's
Facebook
up.
Live.
Thanks for having me again.
Might not even be on right now.
Just kidding. First time.
Yeah.
7-time appear on Kill Tony.
Yep, that's my biggest credit today.
And you have killed Tony at least a
Yeah.
couple of times.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I've gotten a couple gigs out of it. It's
Oh,
been pretty
really?
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They do the Death Squad shows. It's that's another reason why it's fun.
Gotcha.
If you impress Red Band, usually your first time or earlier time, he'll throw you a gig. And
Oh, weird. At the store.
It's at the
The
store.
Ice
He'll
House,
throw you a
isn't
gig. Ice House is the first one. He's got a main room improv. He's got a laugh factory. He's tried the haha. So
Gotcha.
there's some fun opportunities.
So you do get stuff out of it.
Yeah,
That's what you were saying
absolutely.
about it being like exposure.
Yeah, I mean, I just encourage comics to go to the Kill Tony podcast and sign up because it's a full main room.
Yeah.
So it's just like, hey, be excited about that. Don't care what anybody's going to say about your set.
Yeah.
Because usually if you have that mentality to just do well,
Yeah.
then it'll set them up.
Well, and have your minute ready. It's crazy to me how
100%.
many people don't have a minute
Yeah.
ready. Like, how are you signing up for something with such a
Exactly.
high importance and not ready for that shit?
Because
It's
people
crazy.
aren't ready for
I think people think
for
open
it.
mic and they think new jokes. You know
I
what I'm saying?
guess.
But
Well, that's
like,
dumb.
it's
Yeah,
so dumb.
I got a really strong opinion about don't use notes on stage ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just because you don't know who's watching when it's out here, and
In LA, yeah.
and it's like, oh, it's kind of like an open mic,
Yeah.
but go up there and be prepared, because if you go up there and you look polished and sharp, like I said, you don't know who's watching.
Yeah.
Certain open mics, some people be like, I don't care who's here, but I'm like, yo, hashtag every room matters.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Start
Yeah.
the movement.
I
Just
like
it's
that.
like, hey, who cares? I don't know who's here, but if you really got to remember something, go
Hashtag
ahead.
every room matters.
It does. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be 2 people in this room. It sucks, but if you connect
Well, it's.
and they laugh.
But if you're in the beginning, though, you should be fucking around.
No, yeah, no, and people
Maybe you're just.
disagree with me all the time on that.
Well, if you're in the very, very beginning, you really should just be fucking around. I mean, you should be trying. You should be trying hard.
Yeah, remember, if you wrote something down, just try to remember it.
Yeah, that is kind of a cop out. The whole notes thing.
Yeah, and a lot of people. It's just, to me, the reason why I have that opinion is because so many people are so comfortable with it.
Yeah, I think it's because. Yeah, well, here's the deal. It does show that you didn't spend time thinking about the bit enough to not have to look at it, and all that's doing is showing that.
Yeah.
And if that's good or bad, whatever, you can make your decision. But you clearly didn't think about it long enough, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm over here just like, yep.
Yeah.
So you do
I
notes?
like my notes.
Yeah.
But
I do.
It's kind of like having
You
an
don't take
actor on
notes on
stage
stage.
with a script.
I'll take my phone on stage and I'll have my set list on it. And if
Yeah.
I don't remember what the next joke is, I'll remember it because I'll just turn my phone on and be like,
Yeah.
the next joke I forgot. 'Cause it's new jokes.
But what's the word
Yeah.
for that? Would it be unprofessional? Right? Because you want to be.
at like a show.
But you're not going to watch a
Yeah.
special when someone's.
There's
with
I
notes,
know
right?
you're
No,
absolutely
you're
right.
right.
You have opinion about it.
But at like a show, where you're,
Well,
you
yeah,
got
no, of
10
course.
minutes.
There's just, I mean, it just, however, it's to each his own. Because I like, you could be talking to, oh, here's a bit, I'm doing this, and there's a bit. You bend down, look at your phone. Oh yeah, there's another bit and bit. But I mean, that's why, to me, I feel like, you'll hear somebody like, oh, I don't come and watch, I'll come see comedy if it's good comedy.
Right.
And when they say that, I'm just like, oh, people with notes. That's what. turn them off.
Yeah, but those
Comic went up there with notes.
Hold on, are we talking about open mics?
I'm just talking about going up on stage in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, open mics you can use notes, but I say, because like you were saying, Kill Tony's got that vibe of an open mic that people will go up there thinking they should try new things.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I'm saying don't do that. Go up there
Yeah.
to that, that specific mic or specific
That's just a
show.
matter-
I think especially at any of the clubs, though. Any of the clubs,
Yeah,
even the
exactly.
open mics at
In
any of the
LA.
clubs, you want to have prepared material at their open mics because you never know who's going
They
to.
ask you
You
all
really
the time.
don't know who's going to be in the
No,
audience
exactly.
at those things.
And that's the thing. And it's like, yeah, go to your bar shows and do that. But me, I love to be a voice of being like, no notes ever.
Yeah.
But
Now I remember you had that rule here at Turbo.
oh yeah, I did like no notes November just for 1 month. Don't
Yeah.
bring notes on stage.
It happens that much.
Yeah,
Everybody does it. Yeah,
everybody
everybody
does
does.
at all the open mics.
I've never been a big
go.
notes guy, and so I'm with you.
We know.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
No
because
notes, Nolan.
I think about my set a lot before, so
It's
that's
good.
why you clear. Here's what's happening. If you need notes, that means you haven't memorized the jokes, not the actual words,
Mhm.
but the topics that you were gonna try to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. And so, if you're okay with the fact that you have to take a second to remember that, and
Yeah.
everybody else is cool with it, then it's fine. It
I
doesn't
agree.
matter that much.
See, to me, no.
But I'm nervous. That's the only reason I know mine.
Mhm.
I don't like to look at the phone thing because I also see people do that as a cool crutch. Like this isn't that big a deal. Let me just
Absolutely.
no, not that one. There's this attitude of
Oh,
like I'm at an
absolutely.
open mic. This is all for me, which is all true. But I see it as like a I don't care. So doing
100%.
bad or good doesn't matter.
Right.
I think
I-
a lot of times a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah, I have. It's just I don't know. I just
If there
have
was
a tough
something I
time thinking
really wanted to
differently.
say and I couldn't fucking remember, I was like, I'm really, guys, I'm sorry. I would like apologize. Like 1 second, I gotta look at my phone and.
So you would say definitely that is your biggest pet peeve about comedians, just in general, or notes,
Maybe
not like shorts or like.
Well, shorts. Well, the thing is, it's the reason with the notes is that stand-up comedy is an old school art form. It's one of the greatest art forms in show business. That there's so much respect to it, and so much you gotta know about it. And notes is kind of like only if you're practicing. Only if you're practicing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So don't go up with notes if if somebody's asking you not to. And then shorts is along with some of those lines like don't wear shorts. It looks unprofessional.
Yeah, I think it shows you're not taking it seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of hobbyists out there that don't realize they're
What
being
if-
hobbyists.
Exactly.
My biggest pet peeve is when people wrap the mic around their
yeah.
wrap like this.
Uh-huh.
when they do their indie rocker look.
Yeah, when they're freaking it makes.
Yeah.
I literally want to I want to slap the mic out.
Like, I'm tired of going to Warped Tour. Now I want to be a comic.
I'm tired of Warped Tour.
Well, so is Warped Tour. I'm pretty sure
Dude, is
Warped
Warped Tour
is-
still happening?
Warped out.
This is
let me
its
tell you.
last year.
Is
This
it?
year is
Yeah.
its last
Oh,
year.
Sounds
wow.
about
Warped
right.
Tour, yeah.
It sounds right, doesn't it?
Oh,
It
this is-
sounds
this
like
is
it
the
should
time.
be over.
This is
Yeah.
about the right time. Yeah.
Don't you think X Games should probably end too?
Or
Well-
change substantially.
Or change.
Absolutely.
Well, they're doing Real Street now, right?
Yeah, but
On
that's
the X Games.
still.
But I mean, it's just a video
It's
part
just-
comparison.
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it basically is an internet. Now it's an internet contest, basically, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just pre-made videos, video parts.
They
Wait,
bring
about
tricks
that?
in.
No.
Last year, I think it was last year. Did they do it the year before?
I want to say they've done it for a couple years.
Like a King of Skate style thing where
No,
they
they're just
go
instead
film.
of competing on a course, it's video parts competing.
like a minute of footage.
a minute. It's
That's-
Kill Tony style for skateboarding.
That's kind of dumb.
Well, I don't know.
But
I don't
like
know if it's dumb.
Street League is like that much better than. Like, why don't they do something like that? Like exactly the same. Why don't they just copy?
I think that skateboarding will never quite love X Games. They know what it is. It's mainstream. And
Yeah, but I mean, that you could also make the point that it kind of brought skateboarding. I mean, the first time I ever saw skateboarding was on the X Games.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
yeah, skateboarding did it a lot, and that's how that's where Tony Hawk did the 900
Yeah.
and blew everything out.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
the X Games
Yeah.
is always going to be a wonderful conversation for skateboarding because there's so much for it and against it. Skateboarding is such an underground
Yeah.
thing, but you'll hear anybody skateboard companies like, "Yo, we always need the mainstream attention and the dough." You know what I mean?
No, that's so true.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's like, it doesn't need to be that big. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like a loop? Like, do we really need to do a loop? At the same time, it's like, yeah, no, push the boundaries of the sport. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You can't capture. It's like live stand-up comedy or television. Sometimes you can't capture it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
competitions to me, though, I still think is always good for skateboarding.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always like, because it's like, oh yeah, I know we shouldn't be competing, but it's just a good reason to bring everybody together, have sponsors, you know.
And you get to make money.
That's true.
Exactly.
Homeboy Nigel became a millionaire because of Street
Well,
League.
yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, if you everything at a certain point, if you want it to be a thing, you have to start making money at it, or you're just going to be a bunch of people, you know, who work at the grocery store who.
You're gonna be 4 guys at a table with a podcast.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
If there's one opinion I have, if we're talking about skateboarding that I love,
Patreon.com.
it really plug. Money. Hit those dono button. It's the whole. Well, you guys don't watch.
You got the best isms ever, bro.
Dono button.
Dono at me.
Hit that down now.
You can see me at the internet. No, what's
at theinternet.com.
Stand-up comedy, like speaking of the internet, this was what was my point in general. The internet was a high five for comedy. And it's like, because you you can try to find your audiences, and that's why, like, you know, comedy videos or whatever viral stuff is good. But for skateboarding, I feel like the internet too is really good, because you can, you know, like, oh, I can be a really good skater, but now I can, like, shoot my own videos, and I can have, like, my own following for people and stuff like that. So
It's changed it.
oh, absolutely.
Fundamentally, it'll
And
never
it's
be
in
the
a
same.
good way, you know what I mean? It's
in a great way.
it's definitely helped.
You do something sick, you can just fucking tag Nike on a video and be
Yeah.
like, hey, check this out.
Yeah.
My
But
name
then
is
everyone does that. You gotta have some sick shit.
Chris
to be
Shubert.
seen.
It's raised the level,
Yes.
and it's made it harder to get noticed. It's the same. It's similar to the internet in general. It's like more content, so
Yeah.
you are able to just put yourself out there, but at the same time, you got to be even greater
Yeah.
than ever before to get recognized.
Oh, absolutely. That's like anybody. You know what I mean? Anybody can get a look.
That's probably why. I mean, I think it's been natural. It's not something that anybody thought about, but that style became such an important thing. It's because if you have
originality. I think,
you have
as
tricks
well.
like anybody can. Like we were talking about this. Anybody can try for a day to land the craziest trick
Yeah.
they can think of.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but it's like, can you, first of all, how diverse is your skateboarding?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how natural are you on a board in a bunch of different terrains? And then how much fun are you to watch? Because there's a bunch of other kids that can land that trick.
Yeah.
Amen. That's the hugest point. How fun are you to watch? There's some people you just want to watch skate.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck yeah, skate.
Addictive.
That's what's so beautiful about it, is that there's like, and it's style. Like, no matter what you ask anybody, you're like, there's just something about that guy's style that has it. You know, it's so fluid and it's beautiful to watch. It's art.
This is art, dude.
No, you really buttoned up that sentence.
Oh,
well.
you gotta button it
I
up.
was like, where's he going with this?
You
Where's
gotta
he going
button
with
up.
this?
No, you know
He could
who,
feel the need for an end, and
I
he
saw
found it.
I saw a pro skater in my neighborhood the other day, and I love the. I don't know, like, I don't follow him like crazy, but I've seen a couple videos because he stands out. It's Richie Anderson. Is that his name?
Are you talking about Richie Jackson?
Richie Jackson.
Who you
That's-
look like, by the
yeah,
way?
you
Yeah,
and him are
exactly.
like
Yeah.
I saw him, and I'm like, because always people
long
are like,
lost
I've seen him
brothers.
too.
Yeah,
People-
you guys run into each other. You're like,
Well, he's around. That's a weird thing about Richie. Is I've
Yeah.
seen him too. Like, he's just
Yeah.
around for
well,
some reason.
you know, he's obviously an adult male, but he's still like, you know, well, when I say that is he's still on his skateboard
First
just
and
mobbing
foremost.
around.
Yeah.
no.
Because if you look at the guy, he's got a twirled mustache, and the way he skates is like.
If you look at that guy,
he's
you're
a
looking
funny
at Mikey
style.
McKernan. Yeah, we get it.
I was tagged, you know, I'm always brought to attention of, you know, hey, you look like this guy.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? So that's always a good thing to have, I guess.
Sure.
You look like somebody. It's usually always the ugliest things too. Do people tell you that?
oh yeah.
No
What do you
offense,
get?
you guys look
Who do
all
I?
right, pretty normal, but you know, he's got the schnoz and the stash.
What?
you know?
Like
The schnoz and the
the
stash.
schnoz and the stash. That
Yeah.
sounds like my other podcast.
Yeah.
That's a great. I'm just saying, like, if we all win, did caricature cartoons, you know what I
That
mean?
is the
Like,
best.
Your other
yours would be great.
Who do you get your lookalikes?
It's changed. Like when I was a kid, it was David Schwimmer,
Mm.
and then Justin Long.
Oh, yeah, I can
Oh,
see
yeah,
that.
Justin
I can see
Long.
Justin
More
Long, too.
recently,
I like how none of us saw
Dave
Schwimmer
Grohl?
at all.
I don't
Like,
even
how'd
know
you
who
get
that is.
Schwimmer?
Dave Grohl.
He's from Friends.
Dave Grohl. I've been
Oh,
getting
okay.
that one. Actually, more that one lately. And who else lately?
You just look like a guy who would own like a Subway sandwich store. You know what I mean? Just like, come down to Calderon's, you know?
That's so true.
Come down to Calderon's.
Yeah.
It's a Calderon spot.
Yeah.
It's a Calderon spot. And it would
That's
be
your
me.
voice. That's your comedy voice.
It's a
by the way.
Calderon spot.
Look,
Oh yeah.
We're coming up with a podcast. We're coming up with a sandwich shop.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of
I mean,
business
it's-
opportunities here.
The
Who do you
picture-
get?
I get too many. Like, I have a generic white guy face, so I've gotten more than I can count. More than I like literally. I'd say
funny?
like once a month since I was 18. Probably once a month I get one at least, and it's always like it could be anywhere from a celebrity to this guy in high school I knew. You look exactly like, because I look like, and I had gotten it so much. I was like, I wonder why I get it so much, and it seems to be always a different guy. And then I was like, I met a buddy a while ago, and he's an Indian dude, Sikh, and he was like, dude, you look familiar. I was like, no, we've never met before. He's like, I swear we met, man. You just look like, and I'm like, nah, I just get that a lot. Like, people think I look like people. And he was like, oh, it's because you have a generic white guy face. And I was like, oh, yeah.
You're like, thanks, Sikh, who's
Yeah.
Indian.
Who has the generic Indian name?
Yeah. But, so anyways, that was the answer. I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. So I get a lot of guys.
I'm like, hey, whatever. I need a new Halloween costume. The uglier, the better.
Yeah.
Like, I went to Disneyland the other day, and some guy's like, hey, how many times I forgot what he says, like, how many times do people say you look like Blake from Workaholics?
Yeah.
Which is all the time.
Yeah.
But now I have to,
you'd
like,
have to perm up your hair a little bit.
Yeah, but
right?
like I say it all the time, like, dude, does anybody ever tell you? That's the line. Does anybody ever tell you?
Right.
Everybody almost tells me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I got to come up with lines. So when he said that, I was like, that's my opening line. I told him to that, and he.
What do you on stage? You get up and
Like this guy, it was a ride operator, Goofy Fly School we were going on. And he's like, hey, put your arms and legs in. And he's like, does anybody ever, like, he has, like, this guy had his, like, voice. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
doing his shtick.
Yeah.
And then in the same shtick, he says, does anybody ever tell you look like Blake from Workaholics? And then I told him, that's my opening line.
Yeah.
But, of course, he was being funny. So he was like, oh, that'd be so cool because I figured that you look like that. But to me, I'm like, no, I get it all the time. And now I'm going to try to be funny with you.
Yeah.
And, of course, when, you're trying to be funny, then someone tries to be funny back with you.
Yeah.
And you don't.
And you're not matching.
Yeah.
That's
they'll
not
be
good.
turned off. And, of course, moral of that story, it didn't make him laugh.
He wasn't
There
prepared
was
for
no
the
laughs
yes
there.
and
Yeah,
at all.
there was no laughs there.
He was trying
tried
to
to
win.
go-
He
yeah.
wasn't trying to improv. He was
Yeah.
just trying to get the
Yeah,
laugh.
he's
and
like,
move
this is
on.
my office.
Yeah.
And then you
Welcome.
don't ever come back with anything. And I tried to come back because, hey, we're the comeback.
I do this
You're the
50
comeback kid.
fucking times a day. I get my laughs and I go home. Now you're trying to step up.
It's like, what am I supposed to say? I'm like, yes, all the time. You're not original. Your shtick you do, it's kind of lame.
Yeah, man.
Like Goofy Fly
You said he was
School's
a
not
tour
lame.
bus driver?
No, he was a ride operator.
What's that mean?
I like
I was at
Disneyland.
California Adventure.
Oh, okay.
Disneyland. I was going on Goofy
Okay.
Fly School, and the guy's
Gotcha.
like,
Yeah, so he's got his stock
Seeing
lines.
us.
He's got his little.
He's
his
a
little-
carny.
yeah, he was a carny. He had
Sure.
the carny voice doing the thing.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. You
I
got to
wish
have a few things you say to people.
Oh yeah, every
Oh,
day.
yeah.
It's the happiest place on earth. Boy, if they aren't happy, I want my
People die at Disneyland all the time.
all the time.
Like all the time.
All the
I read a
time.
book about Disneyland when
Mouse Tales.
I was a kid. It's called it's called like something
Mouse
like-
Tales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You read the same one?
No, my sister is obsessed with it. I don't want to read it because I don't want to ruin the magic. I have an annual pass.
No,
okay?
man. There's a basketball hoop at the top of the Matterhorn,
Yeah.
and they had to get rid of the the sky tramway because people all the time would just jump off and kill themselves.
They would fall off.
There was a guy that
What does that have to do with the basketball hoop?
Is that where
It
those
goes
are two
through
it goes
facts?
through the Matterhorn.
Okay.
It used to.
Because I thought that story was going to be people are always trying to shoot shots into that.
Trying to
basketball
dunk
hoop.
and they fall off.
no.
or some shit.
Yeah.
No, they don't like put you on the ride and like here's a basketball.
Yeah. Well, you sneak the
Try.
basketball in and then
Yeah.
you pump it up on the
Oh
ride.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm pregnant.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're pregnant. You sure you should ride this? No,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm not really pregnant. We're gonna dunk. Between me and you.
No, there was a
wink.
guy who took acid and then took off all of his clothes and then jumped. And
Nice.
the ride operators didn't realize that he had done it yet. So like the thing came back and it just had a bunch of clothes in it, and they were like,
That's
up
just
with-
a dead
what's up
body
with-
on the
what's
top
up
of
with all-
Matador.
what's
Man,
up?
that's dark.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Dark
dude.
Disney.
Welcome back to Dark Corner with
Hey, where
Anthony.
did we turn?
Yeah, I cried on the teacups when I was 14.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
that's
It's a great opening line.
that is a way older than you should be to cry
On the
It's too old.
teacups,
It's too
bro.
old, yeah.
Teacups.
It's okay.
That's for sure going in the episode description.
I was with my two younger brothers and they were spinning it too fast and I didn't want to throw up.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
you cried
So
instead.
I cried.
But then again, knowing your older brothers, once you start crying.
Younger. Did I say older?
Oh,
said
no.
They're
You
younger.
said younger. But he
Oh.
thought it would make sense if
It
they
would
were
make
older
I
sense
was
if
gonna
brothers.
say, yeah, older
Yeah.
brothers, once you start crying, they don't stop.
Yeah.
No. They were same with younger.
I do
so.
picture you as a younger, older brother.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
me too.
I'm not.
Like-
both of my all three of my brothers, younger, are bigger than me.
Yeah, my older brother's smaller than me too, substantially. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah,
That's a good one.
I don't have any
That
when I
is
knew
a
I wasn't
good
gonna be
one
a
to
tough
have.
guy.
That's a hilarious story.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
What did they tell you afterwards? Did they feel bad or did
No,
they say,
it was
wow,
it was a great joy for everybody. I was with my my dad and my two little. It was just the dudes. So I was just
In the teacups.
I got my
It was
ass
the
kicked
dudes,
the
but
whole rest of the
afterwards
day.
there was one less dude.
Yeah, dude. It was the dudes and the little sis.
Your 9-year-old brother was like, "Shut the fuck up, you bitch."
Yeah, you little bitch. Dude, they were cranking that thing.
You want
man.
to really cry?
You know how you can like really crank on it?
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know, and they were just like going for him. Like,
They're
guys,
like, wow,
we're getting
I
a little
guess-
sick.
Guess we can't do the Haunted Mansion after this.
Yeah. I had to go take a minute. I was all mad and stuff.
Take a minute on Davy Crockett's Island.
Yeah.
by
No, on that
yourself.
frog ride. That's the one I always
yeah.
feel good on.
Mr. Toad's well.
Mr.
That's where I go to feel good.
That's good, yeah. That ride takes you to hell, so
Yeah.
it's one way to get your courage
That's like a
back
DMT
up.
trip, man. You just go in there. And the toad. Yeah, that's a fucked up. That's
Yeah.
a fucked up ride, man.
I haven't been on that ride.
The little toad
Mr.
ride.
Toad's Wild
So
Ride?
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, man.
California Adventure or Disneyland?
Disneyland.
Disneyland. It's in Fantasyland.
It's in the you go through the Cinderella's castle and it's like right there on the right hand side.
Wow, I went there a couple
Sleeping
years ago. I
Beauty's
didn't
Castle,
see
but hey, you know,
Oh, is
Well,
it?
it's-
Is it Sleeping
we're,
Beauty?
we're not all fans
Oh,
here.
my fault.
We don't go all the time. We're not going right
I
after
do
this.
have- season passes.
do you have the annual pass?
I have an annual pass.
Oh, you really do?
Oh
Yeah.
my
I
How
have
much
a-
is it? How much is it?
I paid $469 for 1 year.
Holy guacamole!
Yeah, no, I'm
What
obsessed.
does that get you like in anytime you want, or
That does not. The one that wants to get you anytime is over $1,000.
but how much like so? What are your blackout dates? Like the weekends?
Saturdays,
Just Saturdays.
Saturdays and holidays and like busy season.
You don't want to go that
So, like-
time anyway.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
wanna go.
Disneyland fucking sucks now.
Like in the summer. And
Yeah,
stuff?
no, right
Well,
from
when-
now on it sucks. It's too busy.
Like forever from
yeah,
now
well,
on.
just because it's the OG park,
Uh-huh.
and so the bigger that the brand of Disney gets, the more that people have to come and
Yeah.
want to make it part
Bucket
of their
list.
make it part of their culture, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but they're building a Star Wars land,
Yeah,
and
that
that's
thing's
going to
gonna
bring a
be
shitload
insane.
of people. The problem with Disneyland, their actual property is they can't get any more property, and Anaheim it doesn't want to work with them anymore because. They're like, yeah, I know you guys bring so many people, but oh my god, you guys are just humongous.
It's like too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
There's
you ever
too
been
many.
to Disney World?
I've never been to Disney World, but
No.
I want to go very bad.
Fun
well,
place.
eventually they'll start like digging under the crust of the earth to put the parking down there.
Yeah,
and
no,
then-
there's too much. They've tried doing something on another side of the area or like the harbor.
How is Toontown still a thing? Get rid of it.
That's
Dude, Toon, you can't
I
get
would
rid
love
of
for you to
Toontown.
read the message boards of the people who do not want to get rid of Toontown.
Dude, I would be pro Toontown. I love Toontown.
Toontown's
Because
so good
Toontown
vibe.
was where a guy like me, a 14-year-old who cries on teacups, goes.
That's where you go to reconcile.
Yeah, it's where you get your wits
Go
about
back
you.
to Goofy's house. He gives you a pat on the back. I'm back.
Dude,
out
yeah, there's
there.
a roller coaster up there that gives you the feeling like, hey, I'm on a roller coaster,
Yeah, I'm
but
a
it's not
good
scary.
kid.
You know what I mean?
That's a
So
good
it gives you your confidence back.
Alex just has like the goofiest grin on his face right now. What do you want to say right now, bud? You guys?
Oh, no. I'm just listening.
Have you ever
okay.
been to Disneyland, Alex?
I have. The first time I went was right after 9/11. My dad, being the smart guy that he was, he said, no one's going to go. They're going to think it's going to get blown up. And he was right. There was no one there.
Nice, smart dad.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah, and that's the time to go.
Wait,
too,
is that a
when
high
there's
five
nobody
for
there.
planning or a high five for 9/11?
9/11.
For
You-
planning.
you guys
no,
definitely
not
just
9
high-fived.
11.
Not planning
You're
9/11. Neither of us. I was very young. I had
Are you
nothing to
asking
do with
yourself?
that.
You're the one that initiated. You can answer that yourself.
That's a good point. It was more of a high five for
Good
planning.
Yeah, for dad. Yeah. Good job,
Yeah,
dad.
You're
smart
excited.
dad.
Yeah.
I was excited. Yeah, I get excited by planning.
Yeah.
Like a good plan. Like I see like a building that's like doesn't get knocked down. I'm like, word.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
We actually have video of that Disneyland trip, and I don't know if you guys ever watch videos of yourself when you're a kid, and you're like, oh my God, I haven't changed at all. And you think you've grown and shit, but you're still like this obnoxious idiot. This is crazy, dude. And then my siblings still annoy the fuck out of me. Like when I see footage of them, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So bad.
You realize you haven't changed that much?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen video. Yeah, I was definitely a little more obnoxious when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, no well, I've toned down, but essentially the essential character parts have not changed.
I have. There's old. Yeah, I think about that because there's like really old footage of when me and my little brother were. I was 4 and he was 3, and we were on the teacups. And I start crying now.
Dang, you're like, okay, at 14, 10 years later.
I haven't changed.
Anniversary.
I never changed. But No, I mean Jake's quiet. He's a let things. He kind of is always just floating in the clouds. He knows Jake. You guys don't. It's okay.
It's all good. Plus on the outside of this inside.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull everybody in. He's a quiet. He's always just sort of in the moment type of guy, and I'm more. I don't know, like this. I like to be on stage and stuff. And there's like me and Jake hanging out. It's his birthday, and my mom asks him how old he is. And he's looking at his fingers trying to figure it out. And I jump in from off camera. I'm like, 3! I answer for him. You're like, oh, yeah, that's who those two kids are.
Yes, dude. Yeah,
There's that bright one.
In the Disneyland video, there's a similar moment with me where it's filming my sister. I pop my head in and I'm like, I'm the best, and everyone knows it.
You said that?
I said that with so much arrogance, dude. You're just like, holy
Like the confidence
shit.
of someone who's never had their heart broken.
No, yeah, this was
Never tested
pre-heartbreaking.
themselves.
Yeah, this was like 6th grade.
That's
It was
crazy.
great. Yeah, it was crazy.
Man, that's a gangster ass thing to say.
Yeah, but so you got to have that every time you're gonna accomplish something.
Yeah.
Just
man.
watch that
That's
video again.
I mean, it's a decent mentality. It's what got Trump president. Am I right?
That's a good point.
Pow.
Pow to the end of the world.
What's up, Russia? You
If
guys gonna enlist? We go to war with Russia?
No.
If you guys can hear this in the background, that's just the joyous sound of children playing.
Children
My
playing.
neighbors.
Are they
Our
getting in the
interns.
pool?
Yeah, our interns.
Our engineer interns. So they were supposed to be recording. That's why it wasn't recording.
they're up next.
Yeah. The cuts to
They're
them
gonna
sitting here.
talk about-
What's that? What are we doing?
They're gonna talk about their sibling videos that they're filming actually at the
Actually,
moment.
right now on their
Yeah.
on their
in the
iPhones.
present. What are we?
They're like, we're not gonna get any likes on these.
So you grew up skating, Mikey?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Growing up in Southern California.
Oh, you grew up SoCal.
Yeah, so it
Where
was, Rancho Cucamonga, California.
The Kuka.
Spruce Skate Park. That was the hometown skate park. It was. If you go there now, you're like, who built this?
Yeah.
You're like, this is like
Yeah.
some of the worst like skating
Yeah,
ever.
a lot of the parks built in like the early 2000s, late 90s are like, God, what the fuck?
Yeah,
are you
Yeah,
doing,
I would
dude?
say probably all of our skate parks are like that. But isn't there
Oh,
something
yeah.
about it though? You're like, I like this park.
Oh,
'cause I
yeah.
know how to skate it.
Yeah.
Then there's the ones who know how to maneuver it the best. You know
Right.
what I
Yeah.
mean? So
That's how Issaquah Skate Park was.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't know how to skate it that well, you go there and you're like, Jesus, what are they
Yeah.
doing?
Is
It's always
Issaquah
the
Skate Park?
incline is fucked up. You know what I mean? The transition at
Yeah.
a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of old
Oh,
parks,
man.
it's like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, no,
The North
I'm not
Bend.
kidding. It's like flat, then flat.
Yeah.
You know, it's like dink dink.
Yeah.
that should
Like,
work.
like the North Bend skate park.
Yeah, that's a weird park.
It's
Dude,
like,
that's a weird park.
Dude, they have like that half pipe with no coping.
Yep.
And it's just
And
like,
there's a ledge across the middle of it. Do you remember that? On the
Yeah.
side.
What?
So if you theoretically want to like nose slide across a half pipe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They have that as an apparatus at that park as an option.
Good on them, dude.
Yeah, dude. And there was a kid that did it. I remember. I was like, God damn,
That's
guy's nuts."
sick.
Yeah, he's dead now, but
How was the skate scene in Rancho Cucamonga when you were growing up?
It was pretty cool. You guys are familiar with Active?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Active Ride Shop.
Yeah, Active that's where they're from. They were created out of Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh, okay.
So they had a big team for a while,
yeah,
and then
still do.
Yeah, no, I can't believe they still have it.
They've expanded.
Yeah,
That's like they're one of the few like them and Pharmacy and maybe a few other shops are
yeah.
like
I remember Pharmacy opening up in Fontana.
Yeah.
and Fontana had a skate park that was really good, and then
Do you know where Wrightwood is?
yeah.
I grew up there
Oh, all
until I
right.
was 14.
Oh,
and then
right
I cried and we had to leave.
like that's it. We can't do so good anymore.
Yeah, we had to get out of California.
Going
Your
to
dad was
Seattle,
like, my
we're-
son, we can't be.
We're
here
going-
You're not a
anymore.
SoCal
We're
kid.
going to
Gotta
Seattle
go.
Yeah.
where they're emo, so
Yeah.
he'll fit right
There's
in.
enough rain over in Seattle that no one noticed he's crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Good one,
That was
Calderon.
good.
Thanks.
It's good.
Zing.
It wasn't good enough for me to laugh, but it was like, it was almost better than laughing.
Mhm.
It was like,
Yeah.
wow,
You were
did it.
You were appreciating the artistry.
I was aghast.
I love words like that.
Yeah,
The big-
Aghast.
and that's what it was.
Like
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
like the squirrel like on the internet.
Which one? Oh, bam,
Dun,
bam,
dun.
bam.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That never gets old to me.
That's never get old.
I love that meme.
Did you guys know that
You know that
squirrel and the
It's like-
the
it's a
water
squirrel
skiing squirrel
It's like,
got married, had kids?
oh, that's great. Good for them.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, that meme never gets old. That's the funniest
Isn't
thing
this so
ever.
good?
With his fucking like gopher mouth. and shit.
It's the perfect meme. It's
Oh my
peekaboo.
God.
Fundamentally, it's peekaboo.
That is a good point.
100%.
So, what was your exact age when you started skating?
Date and time.
Like 10.
Date and
Weather.
Yeah, it's probably around there. 10, 11. I grew up playing ice hockey my whole life. So,
In Cucamonga, huh?
yeah, like 7 years old, that's like when I started playing, like getting into activities.
Mm-hmm.
But
Active iddies.
Activities.
Yeah.
You are a wordsmith.
Trying. I'm actually terrible at speaking too, so I think it's like 9 or 10 when I got into skateboarding.
About when we all did this.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can remember my first board, but I was really into flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my
How old are
favorite-
you?
I'm 32.
Okay.
So high school was like, high school was the pinnacle of skateboarding.
Yeah.
I remember having a Mike Maldonado bigger board. It was brown. It was the shit.
Fuck
His
yeah, man.
his shape was the best.
Was it a bootleg board or was it a Baker board?
It was a
Baker
I'm
board?
pretty sure it was a Baker board.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was brown.
I could
I'll
never
never
figure out
forget.
what the difference was, anyways.
It's like chocolate
Because it was
girl.
always Baker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even that too. I was like, what's?
Yeah.
Just make it one thing.
Yeah.
ES's were my favorite shoes of all time.
Mhm.
Dude, the old
Those were the
Costins.
best. Yep.
No, those were.
Excels, those were the shit, man.
Yeah.
Those are still the shit.
I remember, like, dude, that was such a time because in Wrightwood, a little bit of few miles from you, like we were poor, and I would just obsess over like CCS catalogs.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
And kids and the kids that got all that shit. Like there was kids that had
Remember-
the Costins.
Yeah.
And I remember when I found out about Americas, and then all
Oh,
these kids
man.
had Americas.
Yep.
It's like,
Remember
ew.
Shorties? I remember when
Shorties,
Oh, dude.
dude.
When
The
Shorties was
Muscas.
huge.
Yeah.
The S Muscas.
I remember when
Oh,
Shorties was
The
huge.
S
S
Muscas.
Muscas.
He rode for S?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
Did he?
shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember
There
that.
was a time.
Oh, yeah, he did. I remember my
He was
friend
like-
had a
dude.
red and a black and red pair of Muscas that were like they looked like basketball shoes.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, the gray ones. I remember
Yeah.
the gray.
Wow.
I had a pair of the gray ones.
There was a time where like the two shoes were the Costins and the Muscas,
Yeah.
and they were
Wow.
both S.
I remember the Costins for sure, but not the Muscas.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Everybody had them.
Yeah, dude, Metakamati was my favorite video back in the
Dude,
day.
Costin's part in Manic is still amazing.
kickflip-
That song is
Dude,
unbelievable.
kickflip backside nose blunt down that handrail. It's like last trick. I forgot where that handrail was, but
I think you're thinking Cole.
no,
Did he
it's
kickflip
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
he does-
it's Costin. Costin
yeah.
and Cole had a really similar skating
it's
style
when
than
he was
Cole
wearing
got.
Costa threes. Those like
I remember the clip,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's weird. I just had a mind blow because
I
I always
remember-
thought Cole was the first one to kickflip back nose blunt on a handrail.
it's really funny. Like being a young kid watching skate videos. I remember going to like LA and stuff, and it was like celebrity sighting was seeing skate spots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
still
I
good.
remember,
It still
I
is
remember
for me.
the first
Yeah.
time seeing the Hollywood 18 stair set.
Yep,
16.
16.
Oh, 16? Jesus.
16
Look at me
and the
talking,
12.
I
That's
know
all
what I'm
good.
talking about.
Yeah.
I knew it was in the teens.
No, that happened to me when I moved down last year, and it was the same thing. Like we were talking about that checkered stair set that Carrie gets, like double kick flipped over the rail down on
Oh
Hollywood.
yeah, it's on Hollywood.
It's on the at the
Western-
metro
at the
station.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like even seeing that spot.
Yeah, Hollywood Boulevard and Western.
Mark Appleyard does
Oh.
like
Full
a full
cab.
cab over the. It's like a 12 stair full cab over the handrail.
And it's
Oh
like
my-
checkered
that's
tile.
at that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would take that to go to improv all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, how is this spot not in videos? But it is.
It
was,
That's
yeah.
crazy. See, I don't remember those.
I
So
always
way
remember
before
it,
any
yeah.
of that shit was ever like the Mark Appleyard trick. That like there's an apartment building that isn't there. Not like the Ralphs. This is in like the late 90s or some
Yeah.
shit. So
Well, I think
crazy,
it was in the
dude.
it's still
flip
like
video.
yeah, it's still
Maybe, I
like
don't know.
kind of like rough East LA at that time.
I always
Yeah.
remember there's a car wash on Sunset by
Yeah.
the Laugh Factory.
Oh, yeah.
You can't see it now because they have like the boards up. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? That's like always people dropping in on that. That's
Jim
always-
Greco ollied into that from the
Yeah.
roof.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's just
Dude,
insane.
There's that downtown bank. Like I remember Gershon Mosley nollie back nollie kickflip backside 180. There's that. So it's like on a curb, and you have to roll through the street, hop the curb, and then it's like this intense like straight
Oh,
bank.
yeah.
Do you guys remember that one?
If I saw it, I for sure
Yeah,
would.
anyways, all these parts.
I know, right? You gotta be like,
all these spots.
this one comes up with like, we need a picture. Like, okay, now this one. Do you remember?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Guess where this
Their
is?
cards. What do you see?
No, but seeing the Hollywood 16 for the first time was crazy when
Yeah.
I moved down here.
That's not as big as I thought it was. I thought it would be way bigger. I was like, I could ollie this.
Especially the 13. It's like,
the
oh, that's
12.
like a nice
It's the
little
12.
rail.
Fucking
On the other
rookies,
side?
dude. Jesus
Where?
Christ. It's a
Where's there
16 and a
12?
12.
You
I'm
sure?
out, dude, bro.
You're out of here. You're too
Do your comedy, comedian shit. I'm gonna go skate, bro. No. Yeah, the 12. Yeah, and the rail is low.
Mhm.
I was like, I got 50-50 this
Yeah,
rail.
the rail
Have
is
you guys
really low.
Have you ever seen the Beverly Hills 9 stair rail? I haven't either.
Okay.
But you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
No.
Like that classic, the Beverly Hills High School rail.
Oh
where
yeah.
you do like.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know
it's
what I
a
mean?
line.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
always a
been
little
there. I have been
forced
there.
there. Yeah, you've been there?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I have been there.
How's
There's
that rail?
a-
I haven't seen it yet.
There's that elementary school by Nerd Melt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen people
That's-
skating there.
yeah.
Oh, right. And there's banks all
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
it.
we should go
And
skate
they-
there
I would
sometime.
love to skate that.
Yeah,
And they
that's-
have the benches, the picnic tables that are like
Yeah, that reminds
me. Yeah.
neat.
Did
Dude,
you
back in the
ever,
day
uh,
those videos when everyone was skating those picnic tables all the
Day
time?
one, man.
Dude,
Day one took it to
Day-Wan.
the next level.
Yeah.
Making like a skate park out
That's
of them.
all we wanted to do back like our little skate crew. We just,
I
we just
still haven't
wanted
skated
one.
them.
I've never skated one.
We got to
either.
take a
Me
day and go
neither.
skate those.
I
man.
really want to just like K-grind one of them really bad.
Yeah.
Did you ever skate Chafee High School?
Which one?
Chafee High School?
Mm-mm.
That was really big. Like that, that elementary school, like has a famous spot. Chafee High School was. It's like nothing but ledges.
Where's it at?
It's in Upland, California.
Oh,
It's off
okay.
of Euclid.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
I know where that
old
is.
school. Yeah, like if you ever go to Jerdy.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Jerdy's an open mic comic. Jer's skate shop back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a big famous skate spot. Day one song was at my sister's wedding. I
That's
don't know.
right. Because we should tell everybody.
Yeah,
Your
I know.
sister's married to James Craig.
Yeah,
right?
James Craig.
Old
Oh,
blind skater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been a.
So your brother-in-law is James Craig
Yeah,
from
I've
the blind videos.
I've known him for years and stuff like that. So because my sister worked at a utility board supply.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
I remember that too.
Remember
She was-
utility?
Yeah, she worked for 11 years, like on the online and stuff, and
Cool.
so she was into this definitely the skateboard scene, and she had a big crush on Eric Costin her whole life, but she ended up.
She ended up with James Craig.
Yeah,
James Craig.
You know,
Was-
Don't worry, they're not going to listen to this.
Was Costin at the wedding also?
No, he wasn't.
That would've been awkward.
Ronnie Krieger was. That was cool.
That's
Day One
crazy.
Song.
Krieger, man. What a
Zion
legend.
Choi.
I had one of his pro model boards, a Rodney Krieger.
Blind?
Yeah, blind board, and and I didn't realize it. I just it was him, and there's like a stripper, and his eyes were like just really big, and I didn't see the stripper in the picture before I bought the board, and I got back
that's
to the
so
car,
funny.
and I saw the stripper, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be in trouble for buying this.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
And I got home, my mom didn't care. It was weird.
I think we talked about this on another podcast. But
Oh,
my
did we?
first
Like,
board
I
was...
bet-
No. I was going to... What I'm about to say.
no, we did on
The
Simon's
hookups.
podcast.
I got a bunch of board slides immediately.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Good
What was
thing
your
that's the
first
only
board?
thing
Do you
I could do.
remember? Oh, you said that.
Yeah,
It's flip
I
board.
can't remember what board it was, but that was like that was the one board that I'll always have in my memory.
It was flip,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, no, it was the Mike Maldonado.
Oh, yeah, the Baker.
The
Oh, yeah.
bootlegger
board.
Baker.
That's
I think
sick.
it was either 775 or 725.
7.25.
7.2,
I skated 7.5 for the until and then it was 7.75.
Yeah, I
and
think
then
it
I'm
was-
at 8.
Yeah, I think it was 775.
I started at probably 7.5,
Yeah.
7.75, and then I found out about 8s and heard that Reynolds skates 8s. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm as tall as Reynolds. I'm going to skate those. And I started skating 8s, and then it went 8.25, 8.5, and now I'm at 8.75.
It's a slippery slope. You know,
Damn.
the big boards are a slippery
It's so
slope.
sick, dude.
Damn.
It's the best. I
Because the
love
older
it.
you get, you're like, I need my whole foot on this thing.
Well, and I'm a really big guy, so
Yeah.
having a big board, and I'm not doing like crazy flip tricks and shit. I like cruising and
Yeah, that's
carving
true.
and
You,
stuff.
you, you carve and,
And
you
grind,
You stay
like-
on the board a
yeah,
lot.
I'm not really flipping and shit.
That's true.
That's so funny now.
Although you
that
do got
trick-
good nollie flips
Thank you,
into
bro.
anything you want to nollie flip into.
That's true.
And the triple backflip you did the other day on flat
Thanks.
was cool.
Thanks,
Yeah.
bro. Just nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it hard? Was it hard not to just like geek out at your sister's wedding and just like?
No, I've been used to it for a while now. Like, she used to work with another guy who tried to do media. Do you remember Media Skate Company?
I do remember media.
Yeah,
skate
he was
company.
Tom something. He like was big in media, but like I met him, and then of course I'll never forget meeting Bam Margera at its skate demo.
Yeah,
you know,
crazy.
back in the day. But I mean, I used to not get too like crazy about celebs, you know, just because they're like, oh, they're always human as well, you know, so you don't
Yeah.
want to be weirded out. But it's cool to like, you know, like I've had pictures of James Craig like on my wall before he started dating my sister, so I thought that was kind of cool. And
Yeah.
that like knowing him and like, you know, getting him in the family, it's like kind of you learn and humble yourself. But you know, he's like retired now, and so like what he does is kind of cool. Now he's on the opposite spectrum where he'll be like a team manager,
Yeah.
like he did King of the Road. Vice.
For Blind?
Yeah. No, for
Vice.
Yeah, he was the team manager for Enjoy.
Okay.
And they won.
Okay.
And so now he's like kind of team managing. So he'll have to go to like Compton for some of these kids skaters and go meet their parents and like tell them like, yo, hey, I was a kid and your kid's got something that can do it.
That's
So it's
crazy.
like, I want to let you know, like I'm coming to you to like.
It's like scouting.
Yeah, exactly. Like scouting.
He's a gatekeeper.
He's a gatekeeper now.
Yeah.
It's like basically like letting the parents know, like, he's got a future.
He's got something.
He can do it. If he stays out of trouble, and I'm here to let you know, like, of course there's gonna be like whatever kind of lifestyle.
That's
so.
like the college football coach, coming and sitting down and be like, recruiting. That's really cool.
Yeah, and it's so funny because like stand-up
went over
comics, that's what we hope for. We hope for like headliners.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be like, hey, let me take you under my wing. Let me show you what you're missing, and then like here's my crowd. You'd be great for.
That's so true, man.
But it's like that's to me. It's when it comes down to trying to get recognized as a stand-up comic, it's by other comedians.
Yeah.
Because we need other comics to put on shows and stuff like that. But like a headliner who has like a voice or already has an audience, you know what I mean? And they're like, hey, you'd be great for my crowd, or I see something in you. Like right now with Kill Tony, like Malcolm Hatchett is the new regular. And they never had a
Is that dude from the black dude?
Yeah, the black
He's
guy.
from North Carolina, I think.
Yeah, he's from North Carolina.
Yeah.
So
way to
little ways
Just assume he's from the hood.
Well, he has jokes about Compton.
yeah.
Yeah,
well,
but his accent really says fucking Compton.
no, but basically it's like
He's got that Crips and Bloods joke. So I was like, all right, it's probably from Compton.
he's being taken under the wing now, and so they're like, Tony wants to be like, help him out, and he's getting he just showcased for Just for Laughs.
Yeah.
That's
You're
crazy.
like, damn.
He
That's
just started
quick.
too, right?
What's up?
He just started.
just
he's
started doing
he's like
stand-up.
4 years in, but he's like 7 months into the city, so.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like brand new to the city. Where have it's the whole thing with because I had people tweeting at me to be a regular on Kill Tony and stuff like that, which would be great. But at the same time, it's like I'd rather be recognized as maybe an equal with those guys. As like, no, you're a comic, you're one of us. We don't need you to come here every single Monday to do a regular minute. Even though I show up every Monday hoping to get a minute.
You just want to move past that stage.
Well, yeah,
it should be a stepping stone.
Yeah, because and that's the whole point. It is a stepping stone, and you hope for exposure and stuff like that. But I like the show too much, and because I've been lucky enough to have a good reaction that people like me, that I want to go on more. Try to get new people.
It is that weird thing. It's so weird how that's what you want when you're younger. You just want somebody to just come
It's
tap you
recognition,
on the
man.
shoulder and be like, you are meant for this, and pull like the kids that actually get that. It's crazy. I wonder if some of them don't even realize it, like what they got. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
man.
Oh, they definitely do not know.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, they do, but they don't. You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
It happens to a lot.
That's all you want when you're younger.
Well,
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
Well, it usually happens to people with they've been told that their whole life.
So it's not news.
So they're kind of like, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever, dude. Yeah, whatever, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, it's good to know, like, well, it's just recognition, Like, you got to put it in simplest terms that, whatever form, if it's skating or comedy, acting, music, you want to be recognized somehow. And there's different levels of it, It could be the X Games, or it can be like, just your friends watching you pull that trick off, or
Yeah.
it could be a huge headliner, or it could be a few people in fucking Arkansas.
Is there? I was thinking about this the other day. Is there? How when you go skate with friends and it's like you're all skating and getting tricks. Is that a thing in comedy where maybe you go to open mics with your crew and you all just kill it
absolutely.
and have
Yeah,
fun
for
and
sure.
shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
awesome.
good and bad thing.
Okay.
I say because we have to do this by ourselves, kind of like skating, but you want someone to be there so you can like, oh, you're a comedian, you get that, right? Or hey, you watch my set, like how did I do? Like I need the outside perspective of it.
They're so similar like that.
It's
where
almost
it's like an
identical.
individual team sport in a weird like you got to do your own thing all by yourself.
Yeah.
But we're also rooting for you and helping and like it's and also I want to be better than you.
Yeah,
like there's like
there's the bad. Then the bad, it can be kind of competitive, or like
that can be great though.
No, yeah, it's actually.
But I know what you mean with the bad.
Yeah, well, it is great because you should be encouraging and pushing each other.
Yeah.
But they're like, let's say like the four of us, like, yo, we're gonna go out and hit mics tonight. All four of us gonna get up at 3 different spots. You know what I mean? Like, what's that odds? You know what I mean? So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
One guy gets up or 2 guys gets up, then it's like, do we want to wait for you to get up, or we go
that
to
whole
different
thing.
spots? Then at the same time, it's like the biggest problem with cliques, like comedy cliques, you hear of open micers, like, oh, that guy's an open micers. Then the next level is only their micers, like guys who only go to their mic that they put on and they create their own little scene.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, oh, I'm an open micer, but now that I have my own show that I can create comedy for myself, and that's what it is. And some people get stuck,
And they get comfortable there.
yeah, they get stuck in there.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
They're like, yo, 10 years later,
You
you're
kind of
like,
had that.
Yep,
with
that's exactly,
Jai.
that's exactly
Dude,
what I had. with Jai Tai,
I had a show called Turbo Tuesdays. He's been there a bunch of times that I had to stop it because I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want
Because you could feel that.
Yeah, I did it for 7 years.
It's like an echo chamber, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's like I've been there for 7 years, and so same people show up, and you know what I mean. And I have to try to do something different every week, and then, or it's like this is so cliquey that nobody wants to come because,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
or it's like I'm so comfortable that I don't go out to different spots, or I'm not writing new jokes because there's no different crowd to hear these things.
Yeah, I guess in skateboarding that would just be like hanging out at your own skate park too much and not going into the street a little bit,
Yeah.
and expanding
Or
what you
trying
do.
to like tape yourself, or
Yeah.
trying to get sponsored. But at the same time, though, it's like, you know, stand-up comedy, like skateboard and stand-up comedy, you know, it's like, how do you want to make a living? You have to like put effort towards it to make
Yeah.
a living. But I feel like skateboarding is a better hobby to like, oh, I can just be active. I can do this. Like I don't want to do flip tricks or hand rolls. I can just like ride around.
Yeah.
Or stand-up, it's like, oh, it's a fun hobby, but like,
Yeah.
what's the point? Like, what are you going to do with it? You know,
Yeah,
you should-
yeah.
there's
And it's
like-
really not that fun if it's a hobby because you don't get good crowds.
Yeah, exactly. You're kind of like, yo, if it's just a hobby, you know, you're gonna be stuck.
I always
You're not gonna
compare
grow.
shitty open mics. I compare skating in the rain, because it's like you love skateboarding, but here's a way that it could suck a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And it's like comedy. Like, of course you love being in front of a crowd and trying jokes out, but if it's
That's
a
a-
shitty open mic, you're like, I don't know why am I doing this? This is
Yeah.
fucking. And yeah, it's like skating in the rain, man. You're like, I just want to go inside and
I like that as a bit.
wait
you
till
know?
next time.
To be like, I don't care about this shitty open mic. I've tried to fucking drop in on a
In the
half
rain.
pipe. in
Dude,
the
just the
rain.
other night, I couldn't believe Taylor doing fucking material about skateboarding.
Oh no,
That
dude,
blew my
it's
mind.
So good though. He has a lot of good.
That's
Rizzo?
the first this kid named Taylor Clark that we came up with. You remember Taylor,
Yeah,
the Clark
no,
brothers?
for sure.
Taylor's funny. He's been doing stand-up, probably
a long time.
12 years now?
Cool.
So, but he's a skater, and yeah, and I mean, I've sat in a couple times, been like, should I try to do something about skateboarding? And I couldn't find the angle, but our buddy was doing like great jokes about skateboarding, super relatable, and the angle he came from, which nobody can. I mean, he's literally the first person I've ever seen make like a quality 3 to 5 minute chunk about skateboarding.
Wow.
So
You
it's
ever
gonna be
seen-
hard to
It's really good.
bite
Ali
it.
Wong? You ever heard of Ali Wong?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're don't date skaters.
Oh,
Sleeping
okay.
into the fucking.
I haven't heard
she's
that.
Like, oh
I
yeah,
hated that
yeah.
shit.
She's like, don't date skaters. You're just gonna end up sleeping in a kitchen on a mattress.
Okay, certain truth to that.
She's been around for years, and I've like done shows with her like on the up and coming, like in San Francisco, and I seen her whole bit about that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's hilarious, and some of it's in the special.
Yeah,
But she talks
in the
about that.
the
Yeah.
baby cobra.
But she's like talking about like you never want to like date guys like who, you know, wheels like just have wheels as their transportation. And she got
Oh
girls
well,
that,
yeah.
like, dating guys in wheelchairs and their hands smell.
That's great.
I've gotten girls from being a skater, dude.
Dem hoes.
Yeah, damn hoes. I've been gotten damn hoes.
Well,
Yeah.
you are a former shop rider.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like now, when girls find out I'm a skater, they're like, oh my god.
Yeah,
really?
girls like it.
They
Girls
do.
like because it's you don't give a shit. You just want to go and
Especially
Do
if they're
your skateboard.
transplants. If they're transplants living in LA and they're like from the Midwest or something, they think it's so like rebellious and just
Yeah.
raw.
You
You're so raw.
Oh no, I can't. He's on his board right now. I can't.
Yeah.
He's got to go skate.
He's skating.
He's
I
just
wanna
he
do a
just
skate.
has to.
Yeah. He just.
If I like give him shit, he's gonna come home and beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has
Just kidding.
that.
Alex is not.
No, I don't. I've
okay?
never. I would never hit a girl.
He has that
Except my
edge.
sister. I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
But fuck you. Just kidding. Love you, sis.
Best there ever was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What
Karen.
did you say in your video?
What?
There, your video.
Oh yeah. I'm the best, and everyone knows it.
Yeah.
He said that.
Dude, I'll show you
That's
the footage.
really
I
funny.
have it at my house because
That's
my parents
great.
made DVDs for Christmas. It's so funny.
wow.
Just put that on an insert
Yeah.
on any YouTube video you put. You should actually make that at the intro to all of our little videos.
Oh, if we all had like
our
sound
calling
bits.
card.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
have that. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
have
true.
a video.
Make like a calling card intro.
yeah.
Or,
I'm the best there ever was.
or if we do like on
Like,
my
I'm rich, biatch. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that.
when we do the 5 and 5, like we're doing your 5 and 5. When we do my 5 and 5 at the end,
What's 5
I'll
and
have
5?
The 5 tricks at NoHo.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's a new segment that doesn't exist yet.
It's all
And,
good. It's all
but it'll
about
happen.
ideas.
We're
So great.
innovating.
Now I got to figure out 5 tricks.
That's right, you do.
Hey, I landed a new trick.
And
though.
his were really good. So I'm like, what are mine? Because mine's are gonna be on par, bro. You bet your ass.
Yeah, but it's gonna be more your speed, like.
But they're gonna be like legit. Like he was taking tricks. I would be like, "All right, you want to do it again? He's like, nah, that's good enough.
It's not true. It's not true.
It's so true. Look
It's
at the
not
clips.
true,
They're
dude.
sick though. They're good, really good tricks. But I would have cleaned them up. But I'm
Dude.
just like a stinge like that.
Which one would you have cleaned up?
I would have cleaned up the tail slide heel flip out. I would have cleaned
Perfect.
up.
It was perfect. I
I would have cleaned
defy
up.
you
I
guys.
would have cleaned up the half cab ollie frontside flip. No, that one that's actually good. My
Yeah.
filming was bad on that.
His fault. Fuck yeah, man. It was
but no, I
great.
would have cleaned that up. Still, I would have made it more crispy.
It's so shitty. You're being such a shit right now.
No, I'm being legit. I'm being
You're being
serious.
the greatest there ever was.
No, but it's just like this, quality thing. It's never. See, for me, it's never good enough. For you, it's just like, yeah, that's good.
Well, no, I did tail slide heel flip out, and you'll see this clip. I mean, it was bolts.
We can.
First of all,
I
it was
have
bolts.
the clips right here. We
I
can
don't
watch
want
it.
to watch it ever.
It was
Okay.
Even when it
bolts.
comes out, I'm not watching it.
Nice, dude. Glad you're on the show. Fucking piece of bitch.
I mean, there was a
Yeah,
tiny
stand
little,
up and laugh, you fucking pussy.
tiny little not even a pivot, but just a correction. But it wasn't even a janky one. Dude, you're way off.
So
I'm gonna have the internet vote on it.
we
Dude,
got,
can we?
We got a couple girls arguing, not really arguing, but
Is this
a
controversy?
no, this is the Facebook Live.
Oh my gosh, we're watching us.
Oh, wait. We can.
Are we watching ourselves? Yeah.
One-
Fuck you, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh wait, no. This is it's
It's a
delayed
little,
or
yeah,
something.
it's a little delayed. Let's see if we
Okay,
get the fuck
can I
you.
do that?
Let's see. No, it should have got it the first time. Let's see. Yeah, here's me pulling my phone
Oh, this
out.
is a ways back.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna be.
No,
Now
filming
we're
off
just
the
holding
camera.
for a
Now
little
you're just
while. If you're listening, we're flipping off the Facebook
What?
Live
What
camera.
are they arguing about?
All right.
Yeah,
Can't
what's
give too
what's
much
the
attention
argument?
to this.
Hold up, I want to see this. We're watching. This is so meta. We're watching ourselves doing the
All right, I
podcast.
won't do that.
What were
There's
the
two
comments?
people
of
watching
it?
as me as one of them.
Oh,
so
sick.
How many
No,
people?
one girl said, "Hey, Mikey," and the other girl said, "Hey." No, how do I get out of that? How do I get out of that? This is bad.
Here, you gotta go like this.
This is good.
No, it's
This is
not.
perfect radio.
No, so I wanna,
Elite radio.
We're watching our Facebook Live as we.
It's one of
podcast.
those.
And we're the only ones watching it. That's a new level of
See,
mediocrity.
Anthony, that's funny, dude. That's funny. That's funny,
One girl said,
bro.
"Hey, Mikey," and another girl said, "Hey, Mikey McKernan, I'm your biggest fan." Hashtag groupie. And then she said, "Back off, Joe." The girl said, that same girl said, "Back off," and then she was crying about it. And then Michael Parker.
That's funny.
Cool, man.
Good giggles, bro.
Good job, you guys.
Looks
Glad
like
that
you're.
happened.
It's
really-
like you're gonna get some sweet tail.
You're gonna get the setup bump.
Yeah, dude. That's what we call it. The setup bump.
The set
Good.
bump.
My girlfriend will be glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Where's the
Just kidding. She's not listening.
It's when you start getting bumped from shows because you were on the setup.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Good. Glad I'm taking this gig for.
Taking one for the team.
I did this opportunity to lose the gig.
Hey, that's what we do, baby.
This is a gig. It's a microphone, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's true.
It'll be
came up with-
online.
I came up with a bunch of stuff I'm gonna say on stage.
Ripping bits.
What bringing it back to skating, I guess there's no real segue, but like what kind of, if you were to classify yourself as a skater, what do you like to skate?
Red curbs.
Nice.
I just learned slappies last night, bro.
Red
Are you a
curbs
slappy
the
guy?
best. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, word.
Oh shit.
Yeah, what is that?
Wait, it's the only trick you're supposed to do on red curbs.
Yeah, that's how far.
So it's like you're
how far I've been out of
grinding. So you're grinding without ollie, and you just slap your shit.
Oh,
onto
I
it.
love it.
Yeah.
Can you slappy?
Probably not.
I can't either.
I
for
just
the
like-
record.
I was
that wasn't
actually-
like a challenge.
I'm actually gonna go to the
Bro,
park
can
after
you
this
slappy, dude?
and do that.
Because you're on
yeah.
the setup right now.
I have a fun things.
Oh, you can't slappy?
No, that's.
End of the podcast.
You look like you should be able to slap
I
anything,
look like I
bro.
should do a lot of things on a skateboard.
You ever at a skate park? You're like, oh shit, look at this ripper, and you're like, oh, push his mongo.
Yeah.
Just you
I'm
should
a goofy. I
Yeah.
skate goofy.
go to the skate park and just talk about like your heel hurts. You know, like you're just there to hang out.
Yeah.
And so everybody can.
Hey,
know.
bro, you got a cigarette?
Yeah. Bum
I'm
cigarettes.
here to just give out stickers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you ever sponsored, Mikey Mckernan?
No, I was not. Nowhere near.
Yeah.
No, very far from.
Yeah.
No, there was a lot. The best I ever did was, you ever heard of Leo Romeo?
Leo Romero.
Leo Romero.
Welcome to the
a
Setup
Fontana.
Podcast, where we talk about skateboarding.
Yeah,
he's
Julio Romeo.
He's from Fontana.
He's my favorite.
Inland Empire.
But I was like at the skate park a lot that I got a nickname as Polar Bear, and I never knew why.
Nice.
And so like one time, like the crew was like, "Yo, we're jumping in the van to go to a demo," and that was like the highlight of my life.
Oh, cool.
That is amazing.
What, with
That's
pharmacy
sick.
or?
Yeah, it was pharmacy. Put it on somewhere.
Sick.
We were at Spruce. and
That would be a big deal back then.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
That would have been, yeah.
No,
that'd
even now, I'd be
unbelievable.
hyped to go on a fucking
A
tour
pharmacy
with,
van.
Yeah,
tour with
it,
those
but it was
guys.
just one stop. It wasn't like we went anywhere. But it was just like I'm down. This is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Couple of the skaters at my skate park got like in trouble for like filming a girl. Like they were like, she like got fucked up at a beach house, and they filmed like doing things to her.
Oh, no.
Never get
like
policy.
the girl had to move away and change her name.
Jesus.
What?
Kid-
The girl had
the
to
guys
move
went to
away?
jail and
Those
stuff.
guys should have to go to change their name. and
Yeah,
move
no, they
away.
went to jail. It was like pretty bad. But
That's
like
heavy.
this kid was like one of the best skaters ever, and came from a really well family. And
So he was a rich kid and he was a good skater and then
Can-
raped
can-
a girl.
Can you
and-
write his name on the
I,
table?
you know what? I can't. I only remember one of the guys' names, but he doesn't skate. I actually forget the guy's name.
Was he like coming up in the scene like this kid's the next? Or?
Well, he was like just known around the skate park as
Okay.
as good, but I mean, not like he had potential. But then again, that happened, so we would have never known.
Yeah. What was your? Do you have a favorite skate video from your video watching days?
Like the one I liked watching.
Mm-hmm.
What's really funny is I liked. Damn, there's so many. Well, Art Osari, Medikamati
Mhm.
is always like one of my favorites.
That video is just a trippy video, man. That's a good video.
And the reason why I'm saying this is because he's my brother-in-law. But there was a 411 where it was James Craig and Danny Garcia. It
Yeah.
was like a duo. That was a lot of fun to watch. I'll never forget that one.
Before he was your
This is-
brother.
yeah, way before.
So you were kind of a
Yeah,
fan
he-
of Craig? Because
yeah.
I liked Craig, but I wasn't like he never, I wasn't a fan.
No,
of his.
well, I mean, he never had like a solid shoe deal. So
Yeah.
That's always.
I mean, I only really
He
remember
skated for
the what
Globe,
if
though,
part.
right?
Yeah, he was Globe for a little bit. Well, he made one model for Lakai, and my dad, like, he was like the most comfortable shoes he's ever had in his life. My dad
Yeah.
is like still bummed out that he can never get another pair of those.
Just the one Lakai's?
Yeah, the one pair of Lakais.
Crazy. I wonder
Yeah.
if he has those still. They're probably like.
I think my dad has them in his closet somewhere, but he'll never forget. He was like
Interesting.
DVS for a moment too, as well. He was on Nike flow. He was on so many flows.
I don't remember any other parts of his other than What If. Did he have another?
Mm,
yeah, I
Like,
can
I'm
tell you.
yeah.
No, I'm thinking Sorry. That's the flip video. That was a really good video.
Ah. Oh yeah. Sorry, it was unbelievable.
That was oh my god, I can't think of his name.
Mark Appleyard.
No.
Rally. Sorry. Bastion.
No, the one who's Tom Penny.
Penny.
Tom Penny.
Tom Penny's because it was like, dude, Tom, why did you like walk away from skateboarding?
Yeah.
And that video was like, he's back.
Yeah,
But
dude.
then it was like, this is a bunch of old footage.
Yeah.
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 And it's like, yo, here, he's
and
like,
it's
here
like
you go,
10
mate. I got a bunch of here's some of my shit.
And it was
whatever.
10
Yeah.
frontside flips and 10 switch frontside flips.
Yeah.
Part over.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's so funny.
Is that a fact? Is that really?
No, it was just
But
like,
it was like
a
that's
lot
all
of
you saw.
frontside flips and switch frontside flips.
He's from France, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, he just went to France.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he's
For
from
a while.
UK, right?
Yeah, he's from
Yeah.
the UK.
Yeah. UK, man. You ever get arrested skating?
Never got arrested skating. No, the best. I was like, I remember I was thinking about this podcast and I was like, what am I talking about? But I remember I'll never forget high school. There was this like, I think it was like a 3-4-3, and I kick flipped it, then ollied, and I was like, yeah, I did it finally, or whatever. And I was
3-4-3, a triple set?
But he's saying like,
like-
boom, boom, boom.
like,
Oh, like 3, then a
kickflip.
4,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
a
yeah.
3. Oh,
ollie,
okay.
like the most,
yeah.
easiest thing ever. That was cool. Then I went and got to finger bang my girlfriend. Then I smoked a gravity bong for the first time, dude.
What a day.
All in one night.
What
And
a
I was like, at 15, this is living.
I'm gonna.
I was like, I'm staying out night.
Oh
all
my
night,
god!
dude.
I'm making that into a video, dude. That is hilarious. That is so sick.
That's it,
Shout
man.
out to Angela Alvarez.
She's got to move away now and change her name.
She's got a different name. She's
Yeah.
got a
Okay.
different name.
That's
Lost my
wonderful,
virginity to
man.
her.
What her last name is Spielberg.
I don't know what it is now.
What a day.
That's
I'll never
amazing.
forget.
That's the best story
I
ever.
love
I'm glad. You know what, guys? I'm glad that was the reaction from it because
Oh, dude.
I was like, "Do I bring a story to a podcast?"
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like Jay Leno, right? You're not going there just to talk.
Yeah, you're on the couch,
You have
man.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casting couch.
So Mikey, tell me about your favorite day. Did you think about your girl on that day, huh?
Yeah, I sure did. I was like, "Baby, I landed it. I'm coming for you."
Get ready.
Can't wait to get blasted. Yep.
Can we all just have a moment of recognition for how good that Jay Leno impression was?
Yeah, I mean, if you want, sure.
I
If you
mean,
want
I'll
to
give
stall,
you-
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can.
It's a little high
Scale
pitch
1 to
for
10?
it, but
Yeah,
This is good, right?
I'll give you a 4.
I'm gonna give it a 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Out of
thought
5,
4
right?
was right.
We all. What a
it is.
unanimous sub 5.
I'm glad. I'm glad
unanimous
a
sub
scale of a. I'm glad a Jay Leno
Bye,
impersonation. We gave you a 4 is gonna make you.
Because we
leave
all
the
thought
podcast.
average is too good, so we got to go lower than 5.
Because 5 is like, okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
But it was
It's
like
a thing. But 4
a
is
little off. A little off the cliff.
Yeah, dude.
Just
Oh,
kidding.
man.
Just
I mean,
kidding.
you know, you're off the cuff. Like, what kind of scale do you expect going off the cuff? Are you 10s every time?
Well, did you guys? I mean, I could hear it perfectly in my headphones, and if I closed my eyes, I was right over in Burbank on Alameda Street.
Yeah.
In the studio
You channeled him
with
in your head.
He performs every Sunday at the Comedy Magic Club. I want to
Yeah.
go.
Comedy Magic Club. I said
I
it
really-
I
first.
saw
I
him.
really wanna go
He
watch
actually
him.
did a set on Late Night the other night, and
Really?
On what?
on the Tonight Show.
Oh,
Fallon?
Fallon
Ah.
told a joke, and he's like, "Oh, that joke! I think I pulled something. I need someone to tag."
Oh,
in.
Oh, he did the monologue.
and then he did monologue jokes, but you could tell they were jokes from his act.
oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Because they were like, I was like, oh, this is why Jay Leno got hired to like in the first place to be the Tonight
He
Show.
still performs,
because he
man.
was like an edgy. He was being, dare I say, edgy.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that talk about how when he switched to being the Tonight Show guy, it was like, oh, we lost one.
Well, you have
'Cause
to
he was
really
such
clean
a
up
le-
your stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was a
Yeah.
legend. Like Seinfeld talks all the
Oh,
time about how
absolutely,
he
yeah.
was a legend. Like a lot of people back then say he was the best.
Well, he was like,
Leno
he
was the
just-
best.
He's like the fresh and edgy dude. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then it just. I
And he
guess-
took the Tonight Show, and he can't be anymore.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The thing
Have you
that-
seen him at the Comedy Magic Club? Is he edgy there?
I've never seen him.
I
there.
want to see him. I want to go watch him. 'cause
I would definitely go
I
watch
would
it.
yeah.
Shanling used to go perform there on Sundays.
Shan
too.
Man.
I like the old farts. Any of the old farts.
Yeah.
All the
I'll
old
go see
farts
him.
go.
Any
to
of
the-
those old motherfuckers.
Yeah, I remember like Monday night at the Comedy Store. Chris Rock comes in, works on his special. He's looking at his phone, and then Andrew Dice Clay goes up and makes fun of him about it. And
Yeah.
it's just like this is hecking dope.
Dead air.
I
What
love
else
that.
you
I love.
Dead air.
I have such a bad habit with dead air. I just want to see how long it can
have
go.
A little
That's not a
bit
good
of
thing.
dead air. That was my dead air song.
Love it,
I've
dude.
been waiting for that all podcast.
I'm never gonna have dead air again now.
I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. That is a terrific goal to have
Uh-huh.
if you're doing a podcast.
Right.
Is to wait for the dead air.
Yeah.
Well, if there's dead air, then
So that you have your song.
and then I have a song
Anthony, I'm just kidding.
that'll play.
You have your bit.
Anthony,
He's
it's
kidding.
sarcasm.
Wait, what?
He's joking.
Wait, what?
He's doing what you do, only better.
Wait, what?
He's doing it.
That's not true. Don't listen to it.
No, Anthony, you're hilarious. No, dude. Come here.
Do people come up
Come
to
sit
you?
on my lap.
Do people come up to you at front and go, "Hey man, I like the Oakland"?
They do actually, or they're like, hey man, how about those Pack? Oh,
What is it?
it's
Seattle
a song.
Supersonics.
Supersonics.
No, nice.
I don't think this guy would ever wear any other city.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
do it.
What was that?
I have no idea, bro.
Is that you trying to do an
Hey,
impression of me?
Yeah, rate it. What's
Down
the rating?
0.
Fuck you. Oh shit, dude.
0
Fuck yeah.
out of 10.
0 out of 10.
Actually, 0 out of 1.
0 out of 1.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
It's a 50-50 shot on that one.
It's a 50-50 shot on that one.
It's a 50-50
whatever.
shot on that one.
Have you ever been in a fight before? Like a physical altercation?
One fight my entire life, and it was organized. When I by that, it means my friend got us to fight each other.
Oh, okay.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
What happened in the fight?
I punched him in the face and it ended.
Oh, just that
Wow.
quick?
Yeah,
Damn.
we were 13.
Is that a fight or did you just beat him up?
No, we were like, my friend was in both our corners trying to egg
Oh,
us on
okay.
to
Yeah,
fight
yeah,
each
yeah.
other.
Yeah, I'd love to see Anthony and Nolan fight.
Yeah. I think, no offense, but I think I could take it.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
My I'm pretty wiry, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of this guy's really.
That's
hyper.
always been the thing I say. When people are like, "Do you think you know?" and I go, "Well, I am wiry."
My dad would call me that when I was younger. He's like,
Yeah,
you know,
that's-
you're wiry.
That's the thing you have when you have nothing else.
It's like,
But I am.
what does that mean? It means you're really skinny, but you're strong.
Yeah.
It means
It
you're
means like, you know, when like you're like one of the wires are sticking out, it's
Yeah.
a little weapon. You can
Yeah.
cut really easily.
yeah, you can cut people open with your copper innards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got copper innards.
Do you know?
Yeah,
do you
copper
know?
innards sticking out.
Do you know tactics, Anthony? Because if you have any tactic, you could probably beat me.
Yeah, I know.
What's? Can you?
I'm not gonna tell
Yeah,
you my
tell me,
tactic.
dude.
I'm not
Don't be a
crazy.
bitch, dude.
The tactic for you and me.
Or just
fighting
a tactic in a
would
fight.
well, for me, it would be not letting you get into me because I have longer arms than you. So
Mm.
if I could,
So you-
if I could,
You'd pat me
stay-
like a kitty cat.
No,
kinda
if
go-
I could just fucking
Look,
jab
you're
you.
showing you range. So put your fist out to me. Look at that. I'm
Okay.
gonna fucking smoke you.
But
Yeah.
do you think you could connect with that? Because I duck that shit and I come up with an uppercut, right?
I mean, that's what you would.
You, that's what
Oh,
yeah.
but you fight, dude. It's so different. It's so different.
Yeah, no. I'm a hella
So
good fighter, dude.
different.
I would put on the boxing gloves with you.
I have boxing gloves at my house. We're fucking doing this. You guys are gonna fight, dude.
When are we gonna fight?
I don't know.
Let's do it this
Oh,
week.
I'm out of town. Ugh, I'm sick
you-
too.
Dodge
Anthony,
hella
I'll fight
sick.
you. We can fight.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
this
skinny
dude-
as fuck too. I'm just tall, dude.
Yeah, but you have all those moves, bro. We're
don't
trying to
know.
lull us into your dungeon
guy,
of
he's
sadness and anger.
He's a jujitsu master.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a master.
Compared to
got
you,
you have a
fucking
purple belt,
idiot.
right?
He's got a
I have a
yellow
blue
belt.
belt, bro.
It's
Blue
purple,
belt.
right?
No, it's blue.
Well, when you
tumble?
call it blue, I call it purple.
Said you tumble?
What's up?
You-
Yeah, the dude tumbles.
Is it called tumble?
Yeah.
No, it's called jiu-jitsu, bro. Jiu-jitsu's like skating, though. It's sick. It's like
Yeah.
the skating martial arts. There's so much overlap. There's a lot of jiu-jitsu guys who skate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would get into it. If
Sensei
I
Golden
wanted
Bomb.
If you wanted
Eventually.
to.
Yeah, like if I was like, hey, I'm gonna motivate myself to do an activity, my next thing would probably be it'd either be boxing or jujitsu.
Do
Because I
jujitsu,
have
bro.
I have no like martial arts fighting
Bro.
stuff. But
I
Yeah.
started with kickboxing.
see, I'm the youngest of 6, and so like I'm really
Whoa.
like I'm a good worm. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can get out of things, and I know like jujitsu would be a lot of fun.
You would be great at jiu-jitsu,
I
bro.
would have a
You have
lot
a
of
great
fun.
body type for
I
it.
I like to watch UFC a shitload.
Yeah.
Right now, I like Brian Ortega is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, he's sick. He's sick.
T City.
He's sick. He's sick.
What's that?
T-City?
He's got his thing. I don't know if it's like this.
No, it's
he's like
well, it's-
deuces.
yeah, it's
T-City.
Triangle City.
Oh.
Triangle is a choke. I
Yeah.
can show you.
No, I think you have already.
Have I? I can show you.
I know what it is.
Oh, okay. I can show you.
Dude, you so desperately want to choke somebody in real life.
It's
Why
no,
don't
it's
you-
bad. It's
somebody
really
come here and
bad.
give me
It's
their
bad.
neck.
It's bad.
It is
It's really
bad.
bad.
You get aggro on like little kids when they snake you. You can't wait to get like in a
I don't
fight.
get aggro. No, that's not true.
Yeah, dude.
No, it's not.
It's a problem.
No,
and
it's
I'm
not.
confronting you on this podcast right now. Are you
Bro.
sizing me up right now? Am I
I'm
getting
like, I can just
sized up?
fucking pull this chair out from under you. Fucking, I don't get aggro on little kids.
It'll be like a little 14-year-old girl snakes him, and he's like,
I'll
you
fucking
know,
throw my board at her.
Yep.
I
Fucking
watched him
cunt.
do it.
Yeah.
Go talk to her
He broke a
parents too.
14-year-old girl's vagina
Dude, what the fuck?
Damn.
by throwing
Man.
the board right at it.
Oh, Jesus, Anthony.
I can't even yes and that.
I mean,
bro.
we had
I'm
a whole
sorry.
yes and thing going.
I
and you
know.
took it
I
into-
saw that you did, and I wanted to ruin it. That was my plan.
Is that a form of comedy? Destructive comedy? Where it's
Yeah.
just like
Sabotage.
like
say
you're
no.
like he's telling a great story, you just interrupt him.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know if you guys have we gone there yet, but I'm going there now.
The ruiner.
I'm a hammerhead shark when it comes to these jokes.
Sick.
How
Okay.
so?
I need to change the battery on my GoPro.
How so are you a hammerhead shark?
Well, I hammered the joke right into the ground after it's been.
What was that bit you did at your show? It was about strippers, whispered compliment.
Yeah,
Would you consider that your best joke?
it's the joke I close on.
Because I would.
Yeah, it's definitely probably my best joke.
That thing
yeah.
was funny.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
You still got that show?
It's
on
got a
X?
little nuance to it. Yeah, you were on the first one, I think.
Yeah, it
weren't
was
you?
fun. Yeah, Preacher Lawson.
Yeah, Preacher Lawson.
Preach.
Preach.
How do you feel about comedy competitions?
Well, I mean, when they are,
Fuck
they're-
'em.
Well, yeah, they're bullshit now because it's a bringer, you know.
Yeah.
But if they actually,
It's
would
a
do
sad
it,
thing.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the whole thing with like America's Got Talent. If that's what you're bringing up, it's good for comics to get exposure.
Yeah, it's kind of like skateboarding in that
Yeah,
way.
and
It's
as-
not really pure the art form,
Yeah.
but it's good to bring
Yeah.
exposure.
exactly because that's going to help you, you know, get.
But even
real
if you
gigs.
win America's Got Talent,
You don't wanna
you're
win.
not. Yeah, you're not even like what's it called? really that famous.
No, yeah, exactly. Well, you don't want to win because if you're stuck in, oh, look at all
You're
this.
stuck in Vegas.
Yeah, you're stuck in Vegas for a year, and they want all of America to come visit you, but instead you're like, yo, I want to get so far that all of America is aware of me.
Yeah.
So I can go hit weekends.
Wait, is that part of it? You win and then you have to stay in
Yeah,
Vegas?
you get a
Vegas.
You get a Vegas show, a residency.
But you don't have to do it, right?
No, I'm
Obviously.
sure you have to do it.
Why?
It's in the contract.
It's like the agreement.
Oh, so just don't win. Get
Yeah.
second.
Well,
No,
that's the
exactly.
thing. What Preacher, what he did was the best thing that can happen because
Because he got like third, I think.
yeah, he got third, but he got in the finals that it was like people were voting for him enough
Yeah.
to move along that it's like when he was you didn't make it, you don't get the residency, but now you get to go out and go out and do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
You get to hit weekends, you get to sell out.
Oh,
Everybody's
that's
gonna wanna
totally
come see
better.
you, so-
Get in the top 3 or
Yeah.
whatever the finals are.
yeah, because
And
you don't want to be stuck in one spot for a year because by the year
your heat's on. It's all
gonna,
gone.
Yeah, you're gonna fizzle out.
That's
so.
a terrible strategy.
And you're probably gonna be doing the same set the whole time, right? Because they're gonna have
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
doing 6 nights a week.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why it's like the little girl ventriloquist who won, it's perfect. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That
she's a
can-
ventriloquist?
Yeah, that
Okay.
can stay.
That is good.
Maybe a singer too as well, young little cancer survivor singer. Stay in Vegas.
That
That's
is a
fine.
good thing.
You know
But
what
if
I
they
mean?
didn't have cancer, fuck them. Right?
When they get to the appropriate age, Anthony. Jeez. You don't have to live up to the image of having a pedophile stash, my friend. Okay.
Are these the laughs you go for? The cringe laughs where it's like, oh, you said that.
He's like, God, Mikey's such a
Well, no,
nice,
it was so
caring soul."
specific. Like a little kid with cancer, but like it couldn't be like a talented little kid
Well, when I
without cancer.
have you guys gone out for the America's Got Talent audition?
I have.
Yeah,
No.
I went out and I saw Preacher, and I'm like, "What's your advice?" He was like, "You better have a story, because like you can be funny, and if you get
I see
funny
what you
enough
mean.
to a point, you're gonna have to go up to some little girl who survived cancer or something, and that's America's heartstrings. Of course, they're gonna have those type of things too.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, of course we're gonna have, and they should. If they're very talented, they should.
Where do you
push them
audition for
along.
that?
They
Nice
have
story.
open calls.
What's that?
They have open calls.
Yeah, it's like
Every year?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like
Well-
American Idol in that way, right?
Yeah, the Hooters had the guys who do the Hooters mic, they did we're having like an industry open mic, and basically it was a talent scout for America's Got Talent. They do this every year. They'll go to an open mic and they'll have somebody who puts on a mic, and they'll be like, yo, tell everybody it's for TV, camera ready, all that
Do you
kind of
thi-
stuff.
Do you think that Hooters mic is probably like the show in LA right now, other than the club shows? You know how like a stand-up show
Yeah.
will transcend when it's not a club show.
I would
Do you
say
think like that's about the main one as far as the most kind of the one you want to be on and all that shit?
Yeah, probably. I'd say it's up there.
'Cause that thing is cracking.
Yeah, well they do a great job. Those guys do.
Yeah, it's packed.
They bark like crazy. The show's really good. The mic, I haven't been in a while because they have so many of their crew there.
Yeah.
There's like 9 of them,
Yeah.
and they all get up during the open mic. So like wait all night to watch them,
Yeah.
which they deserve the stage time because they're out there barking and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
way to go up though. That's
But even
never-
you can get on the show though too.
Yeah, I've been on the show, and
And
I
that's
love-
like a good show.
Yeah, the show's great because they do fill that room full of audience, and yeah, I'd probably say it's one of the tops. I can't really think of another one that has a built-in audience. I like there's the Garage Chronicles right now. It's a
I know that one.
Dude who does he's out of Santa Clarita. Does it once a month.
Oh yeah, Tommy.
In Santa Clarita?
Tommy, yeah.
Yeah, Tommy.
Oh, nice.
Tommy McGuan, I think.
Yeah.
That seems like it could be good up
Yeah,
there in
well,
the Clarita.
Yeah, he does. It's more backyard shows, but like he'll do anywhere. Like because when it's cold, he'll like try to find
Yeah, I did a show of
destroy the
his.
mustache hair there. That was fun.
I did a show of his at like a board game shop.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
It was Green Tower Games
Yeah,
where they sell like D&D stuff. That's where we did a show.
Nice.
it was fun.
It was
That's
great.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
but
really
he
fun.
always has really good crowds. They're always a good crowd to come see the show.
What's next for Mikey Mckernan?
Me, I'm hosting the Workaholics House.
Well, okay.
Speaking
nice.
of alternative rooms,
In Van Nuys, yeah?
No, I've
Yeah,
heard of that.
they
I didn't
do.
know that was your room.
No, I'm emceeing the show.
Oh,
What is
see,
it?
I
I
just
should
made
say
that. I made that same mistake that someone made.
Oh,
Pap Johnson
nice. I fucked that up.
Oh, yeah.
They usually do it every last Saturday. They do a comedy show.
Where's it at?
It's in Van Nuys.
Is it called Scoopty Boopties?
No, it's the Workaholics.
Because I'm on a show called
Some
Scoopty
good
Boopties.
It's the
Improv right
worst
there.
comedy.
I didn't know if I was
Scoopty boopties.
Yeah. Yikes!
Wow.
It's in
Just
Van
kidding.
Nuys,
That's
too.
good. That's you got to come up with fun names. Whoever #who books that.
Yeah, don't dog it.
No, but it's
a
it's a comic. His name is Eric Allegria, and I think it's his brother or his dad have owned the house. Like they own the house, and they rent it out to the guys. And lo and behold, they created the show, and they filmed out of there. But of course, the show's over, so now they do an Airbnb, and you can like come live, like stay the night there. And
Man,
with that, but now they do a comedy show.
dude, what a
like,
stroke of luck for them.
Yeah, so they do it now. It's like a comedy show, so it's like come see a comedy show at the Workaholic House.
Yeah.
And I'm hosting. It's on 420. There's an open mic before it. Starts at 420. So if you guys are micing,
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Be double
Right on.
micing with you there.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be I'm not going to do the open mic because I got to host the 7:30 show, but 420 open mic to 6:30 and then the show. But it's like sell tickets. Go to my Twitter. The link is in my bio.
I like how you see you find
Can
me
you,
at the internet.
if you're hanging out at the open mic,
That
can
was
you
funny.
stay and hang out and watch the show?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to.
Cool.
I haven't done it yet, so I don't know.
That sounds
the
awesome.
protocol.
It sounds great. What was the date on that again?
420.
420.
April 20th.
The Workaholics
This
House
coming up Friday.
in Venice.
Hitler's birthday,
Nice. Yeah.
commonly known for Hitler's birthday. What else is that day?
Call it by
National Weed Smoking Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Hitler like to smoke weed?
He was a weed
Is that
guy.
why?
I don't know. Don't care.
He loved
Yeah.
that herb, dude.
He got faded, bruh.
Couldn't tell you.
Are you staying in L.A.? You liking L.A.? You got
Yeah,
your feet
no.
wet in L.A.?
I love it. This is where I've started doing stand-up. I
That's
grew
where you
up,
started?
Yeah, I grew up 45 minutes away, so like the second I was out of high school, I came straight here to
Gotcha.
follow my nightmares.
Hey.
How,
He's
okay,
got 'em.
how have I never heard that before? Because that is such
Yeah,
an
yeah,
obvious
yeah.
statement,
Yep.
but I've never heard that
I
before.
love saying that at the end of my set.
That's original.
Good night, you guys. Don't give up your nightmares.
Yeah.
But it's true though. Follow your nightmares. Whatever
Yeah.
you're afraid of, dude, go after them. You know
That's
what I
like a
mean? Don't be
meme.
scared.
Yeah. That's great.
That's what we hope for. We hope to be memed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If we can get
Wow.
memed out here, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Just
man.
trying to get these meme in these streets.
Do you
Trying to
feel
get
like-
these likes, Henny?
Do you feel like the desperation, do you feel like you've been able to keep it off you? That stink, that LA desperation that kind of gets on you?
No. I don't know if you can smell it, but I'm.
Yeah, you reek, dude.
I don't know if you can see that meme. You know, when I was just like,
I want to be
I want to be
memed.
viral so bad.
Is this my viral
1 million
moment?
views, please.
Yeah.
No, I
dude.
love this. This place is great. I love it.
Yeah.
It's international, man. You come here and you can go anywhere in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's a weird place where what is actually important in life
Exactly.
is muddied.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
you
hard
gotta-
to keep your head above water on what actually matters
Oh,
in
yeah.
LA. It'll
It's
wash over
temporary,
you.
Unfortunately, it's every everybody gets their 15 minutes, and that's literally how long fame lasts.
Yeah.
It's 15 minutes. So
I feel like we're trying to disagree with that.
yeah,
Oh no. Well, yeah.
get your point out.
It's just all about circumstances, you know,
Well, you got to keep
where stuff's
You
at.
got to keep that head up.
Yeah.
You got to get your 15 minutes.
You gotta stay afloat.
And
Or
then-
not.
but
Or
this
not
is-
even get your 15 minutes.
but
It's
this
just
is
a weird place.
The thing is I
Do
feel
you have
like
15 minutes.
15 minutes of stand-up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course I do.
Prove it.
Now
No,
again,
don't
you
do it.
guys.
Oh, do a 15-minute
Do 15 minutes
throwing
this
shit
podcast. No, but like you could get like a little bit famous from something, and then a little bit famous from you know what I mean. It all kind of like adds up. You know what I mean. So like with stand up, it's the same as like I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's just like fuck it.
Wonderful. So glad you took us there.
Yeah.
So glad we went down that road.
No, it's just like
Stand-up's just
it's
you
like
can
it's like
grow-
it's like a set of stairs. You get one opportunity, which can lead to another opportunity, which can lead to another opportunity. But it doesn't mean that like
just say climb those stairs.
yeah, it doesn't mean that you have to necessarily be super famous, but you
Right.
can
Absolutely.
still make a
Recognition.
living off of just little tiny things over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your mic drop.
Where's mic drop? That's the second time I think he's dropped the mic.
Are you
on this.
okay
And
with
left.
it? We're a little worried.
Are you gonna go smoke a cigarette?
Is that
All right, later,
being
dude.
over it or what?
I guess.
It's just a bit he does.
Yeah, you're gonna stand in the window.
You can
Yeah.
see how well it
Yes.
works.
He's like the kid you have at the birthday party. You're like, you just entertain him.
Yeah. Just let him do
Hey.
his thing.
When Anthony was like 10 years old, he was like, "You guys, let's play, but I'm gonna be 14."
That's funny.
You ever did that? Like, yes, we're gonna play. I'm 14, okay? So Do you guys like my ear pierced?
I have tattoos.
I'm gonna be 14.
That is like a very like age that you want to be when you're younger.
There's some people
Yeah.
I know who are still 14, but they're
Yeah.
in their 30s.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They want to skate.
me dude.
14 was a bad,
Well, I skate. I don't
bad
consider
year for me,
myself.
though. I can say
Yeah, for me too.
that was a
Yeah,
bad
you,
year.
you had to move. I think that's the worst thing a parent can do. To like one of the worst things.
Yeah, and the teacups thing
The
happened.
teacups.
That's right.
That was a
So it's
14.
just they were
It was a
like,
bad year.
Wow,
Yeah.
we're both really similar. Yeah, we've talked about that before. Because
What?
when
Yeah,
did
you
you move
moved
to
to-
Washington? How old were you?
13, just turning.
Damn.
See, I was 12, just turning 13 when I
Yeah.
moved from California to Washington.
Worst
Yeah.
idea ever.
Yeah, no, that shit's hard.
Brutal,
bro. That
man.
was so hard.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's the age you don't want to go.
You're at the
anywhere.
most awkward. Like if you're not like an Adonis, like a beautiful human. Anyways, you're gonna have something that you fucking suck about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Especially
there was
being
this
from
one kid
Cali.
that was literally like he would wear. At the new school I went to, he was beautiful. Like he was a grown man already. And no matter where that guy, if he'd have moved when he was 13, he'd have been fine.
Yeah.
He wore Tommy Hilfiger overalls with no shirt underneath.
What?
40 degrees outside.
Dude was slaying
This
the
man
puss.
ran shit.
Oh my
But
god.
he could have moved anywhere. He'd
Where
been
is he
fine.
at now?
I don't know, probably
And that
probably
man-
living fine. You know what I mean?
Because it's almost not so much about looks too. It's also about like personality and like groups
Yeah.
of people. Like Washington, it was so much harder to make friends. Everyone was just like so like in their world.
Yeah.
And coming from Cali, they're like, "Oh, you're a Cali kid, bro."
Yeah,
Fuck
they just
you."
automatically
Breakfast
Yeah.
burritos, dude.
Yeah,
huh?
you smoke
Yeah.
weed, druggie. You a druggie? It's
There's
so
a lot
funny.
of regionalism.
Yeah. No, I smoked weed before they started smoking weed because I was a skater, and they would talk shit about it, be like, call me a drug addict and shit. Not a year later, they're fucking
Mhm.
smoking weed, and you're
Selling
like, bro, you guys
crack.
are fucking losers. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
No, seriously,
now they're
yeah.
drug addicts.
Yeah. No.
It's all
That's
good.
so funny.
Yeah. Sicky dicky in my little wiki.
When did you guys? When
was
did
my
you
Dead
all
Air
start
song, fuck
smoking marijuana?
15 years old was the first time I did it, and then it was right when I got out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you got out of high school at 15 years old?
No, like 15 was the first time, and then I stopped. Like it was like the first time I got stoned,
Oh, okay.
and then after high school, it's
Oh, you just went crazy with it.
yeah, I've never stopped since then.
Yeah. The first time I smoked, I was probably 15. My friend had a lathe in his garage. His dad had a lathe, and he made a wooden pipe.
Oh yeah.
And one of our friend's older brothers gave us some Mersh. Do you guys remember Mersh? It had seeds in it and shit. It was super fucking shitty.
Yeah.
And we smoked that and didn't get high. And I couldn't. And I didn't start appreciating weed until I was out of high school because it just made me paranoid, and I was with the wrong people doing it. They would fuck with me when I was smoking, so
Oh,
it was
no.
never a good experience.
Oh, that
You know what I mean?
sucks.
Smoking weed.
Yeah.
But then once I got out of high school and I could do it by myself and enjoy it,
Yeah.
it was the best thing ever.
Yeah, the paranoia thing was hard back then. I was always scared of my dad, so I would just be high, scared of my dad, not near my dad, but you know what I mean. I was at my friend's house, just worried about my dad,
I'll never forget.
wherever he was in the world.
I'll never forget the moment my group of friends started smoking pot. It started with hookah.
Oh, really?
It's
Oh,
like, hey,
Super
let's.
Bowl.
I didn't even know what hookah
We're
was
all
until
out of
like 5 years ago.
No one wanted to go to college. We all just wanted to sit in our parents' like patios and just chill, you know. So we got hookah, and I'll never forget when they started putting weed in the hookah,
Yeah.
Oh.
and then like not tell me, and they're like,
Oh,
wait,
wow.
like they're
God.
watching me just smoke it. They're like,
Was that your first time? You said?
no,
Oh,
that was outside high school. No,
Oh, okay.
funny story, but my first time I ever smoked weed was a girl named Megan Holiday,
Yeah. I
who's
know
now a DJ on K Rock
Oh, wow.
radio. So
Crazy.
I
I guess that's what happens if you grow up in Southern California.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can just that can
Yeah.
happen. That's crazy. Megan, you ever
she's-
call in?
Yeah.
Like, what's up,
she's-
Megan?
Well, no. Did you ever? You know there's the Kevin and Bean's April Foolishness.
Yeah.
It's their charity comedy show. They have an opening act contest.
Oh, nice.
So comics can submit their tape and be their opening act. So I was like, "Fuck, I want to do that." So I like asked her. I was like, "What's that about?"
Yeah.
You know,
You still
thinking-
keep in touch with her?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
She was literally on the radio, and I was like messaging her on Facebook.
Oh,
she
crazy.
Was, like, responding back. She's like, "You should totally do it. I hope you win." But I'm like, "You fucking work there. You should home
Yeah.
put in a good word."
Grandfather
Amy.
it in. Push that shit to the
Yeah,
top.
but then I saw like who like the finalist was, and I was like, "This is rigged."
Who was it?
This guy, I forgot who won. Some more Silver Lake comic. I can't think of the guy's name. But it was like this guy named Brian Monarch. You know who that is? Well, he's known for being a huge bringer. So it was like when I saw he was on,
I'm glad I didn't know.
I was like, that's
Then he's just a promoter, right?
not the best of the best. So, anyways, he can say the same about me, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well,
all good.
he listens to this podcast.
Yeah,
Shots
Jen
fired.
Murphy, the Jen who actually made out with
Levi?
Yeah,
With Levi?
she was a finalist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
she deserves it though. She's sick.
Well, after that, I was like, I tweeted, I was like, "Kill Tony fans! The girl who made out was Jen. She's in the running. You guys should all go vote for her." And people were like, "Voted!" You know.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" That was.
But then the bringer guy got it.
I don't know. No, he didn't get it.
Who won?
But there was I forget. It's like some Weingartner something. But there was another guy on there who's a really good friend, and I'm not gonna say his name up, but he usually like, I was like, oh, I've known him. He's like a vet of comic, but it's like I never see him anymore. I never do. And then he was like, hey guys, I'm in it for 3 years in a row. I'm back in the running. I'm like,
Weird. So he's just got an in somewhere in there. Yeah. Word.
so that's when I learned that was the case. I was like, all right, well, whatever. But that's why I was like, when I saw, or when Jen made out with Levi, I was like, yo, like,
Yeah. Let's get somebody
check
legit
out
on
Jen
there.
Murphy, go vote for her. And then of course, like, people are like, oh, that's cool, I voted for her, and that's what got Tony Hinchcliffe to follow me back on Twitter.
Oh, there you go.
It took that.
Wow. That's your 15 minutes right there.
There it
That was it.
I know I got more than 15 likes on the tweet, so
Hey-o. Or what's your line?
I'm not doing it.
Boom pow.
I know it, but I don't want to do it.
Have you ever bombed so hard you cried afterwards?
No, I've never cried, but
It's been like, fuck.
We've all bombed real hard.
Yeah.
Dude, though, I think the hardest bomb I've ever had is
I
improving.
sweat. When I bomb, I start sweating up there. You
Yeah.
can see it.
Oh, you get the flop sweat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's brutal. I get angry, dude.
Oh no,
I get so mad.
I actually have an anger problem.
It's not good. Yeah, it's really
If
embarrassing.
hecklers get under my skin, I scream at them.
Yeah, it's not good.
But I love screaming at an audience though.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like one of my.
But
like,
do you feel good later? Yeah.
I never do.
Yeah.
It's something you should not do, but I love. Yeah, like I don't like. Well, I'm to a point now where I will never belittle a crowd because no matter what, if you lose something, you just make it funny.
Yeah.
Just try to like, hey.
And you've been doing it a long time.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to lose your cool, but there's times like sometimes you
Yeah.
lose your cool. And it happened recently, like in the last few months. I was at an open mic and this drunk guy's like, go ahead, make me laugh. No, go ahead, make me laugh.
my
No.
God.
And it's like every time I talk, he would just like interrupt me and do it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no way of doing this. And then I was just like, well, if you shut the fuck up, then I'll be your fucking jukebox. I lost my
How'd it
cool.
go? Was it like, ugh?
It's just so hard to
of
get
course,
the audience back.
Well,
after
every
that.
time, like he was the whole what goes down in that situation is he's obviously drunk and obnoxious and won't cooperate. You know?
Yeah.
Not that he's mad, like he wasn't angry, but he was like, "Make me laugh, come on." And of course, every time I said something, it made everybody else laugh, but it wasn't making him laugh.
Yeah.
So it was like the comics that were there, they got like, no, that's funny. Yeah, you got him.
Yeah.
But it was like he wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
And of course, I was like, you want them to get it, but at the same time, nowadays, like now,
But now they are the joke.
and that's the whole point. They are the joke. They're not going to cooperate. I shouldn't get upset. I should just be like, you're a lost cause. I shouldn't lose anything over this. But you're just like, what? You're supposed to respect this.
Yeah. Yeah, I just get mad that I'm failing. Like at the bomb, I'll get mad that I'm doing that.
And see, of course, like in every human reaction, especially if it's full of comics, they're gonna be like, oh, we feed off of that. Like, come unglued. It's that's the most favorite thing any comic would want to watch is a comedian coming unglued.
I'm not like that though. I don't
Me
like
either.
it. I do not like seeing that.
I
It
don't
makes me
either.
feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's very. You always
Sad.
remember your first, comic who comes unglued, like at the Comedy Store. Mine was Sam Tripoli. And
Oh.
It wasn't like really like he didn't like lose it, but he's like, what the fuck? I get all these.
He's
fucking
kinda got that in
spots
him,
and
even-
I've been on this show and this was like when I first started.
Respect my resume.
So he
Yeah.
really was like losing it.
Yeah, well, because he's like, I'm so funny and I can't get better spots and blah blah blah. Like a lot of people, they talk about that kind of stuff that happens. And,
Oh, that's not
but I'll
good.
never forget. And I was just like, wow, and
Yeah.
some people really lose it, and it's kind of masterful just because it's not fun to watch because you don't want to see somebody lose it. But then again, it's somebody who is trying so hard to have their voice or their shtick,
Yeah.
and it's not working.
Yeah.
And they finally are letting it go, and they're being themselves.
Right.
So that's why it's always like there's times where like that's fucking
Oh,
gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're like me. If it'd be like if I'm sick and tired of doing the fucking boo-haws that I'm like, I want to just
like
be
this is the real Mikey.
This has got to be raw.
Yeah.
Which is I still have to do that.
You haven't.
When did you know it was comedy that you were going to pursue?
Yeah, Jim. I was probably. Well, I started doing open mics in 2008, and I tried doing it a bunch of that since I got out of high school. Like high school between 2008, maybe a handful of times, but I was never like, oh, I'm not a comedian. Like I've tried it, but I'm not a comedian. But it was 2008. Then I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for life because I want to be in the funny business, and the only way to do that is you gotta make some sort of mark. It's either like, oh, be an improv actor and make sketches, or stand up comedy.
Yeah. Were you the funny guy in your group of friends?
Yeah. Oh no. Well, I grew up playing ice hockey, so I was always a captain or an assistant captain because I was never like afraid to speak up or be outgoing.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest of a big family, so that's why I demand so much attention all the time.
Are your siblings funny too? Or
Yeah. They are. Like my oldest.
They are.
Yeah. It's really funny because if you get to know everybody, they're really outgoing, but we're really shy. Like at first, it's like everybody's quiet and reserved, but it's like once everybody's comfortable, they're fucking loud. My oldest brother is like where I get a lot of my sense of humor from.
Yeah.
Because he was actually like he dropped out of school. My parents worked, and he was around to like watch the younger kids.
Yeah. And he was a funny guy.
Yeah, he's very, very funny.
That's awesome.
Very goofy and zany.
Yeah, I hack my little brother. Like I'll.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing about my older brother.
Yeah, I'm always doing a little bit of him, and nobody will ever know.
Would you say he's the funniest guy you know? Your older brother, like in person?
Yeah. Well, he always acts. He acts funny. The funniest guy I know. That's a great question. No, he's probably not the funniest guy I know. There's my friend Bombo. You met Bombo, right?
Yeah.
He's a stand-up comic. He's the funniest guy I know. He's like used to live in a motorhome and from the wild. The best jokes I've ever heard in my life.
Bombo?
Yeah.
And he does stand up?
Yeah, he's a stand-up comic.
Is he in LA?
No, he's in Arizona right now.
Oh, okay.
He was in LA, but he's like, fuck this place, I hate it. Da-da-da.
Do you guys ever have the experience of like hanging out with a different crew? Like maybe there's some overlap, you know, a couple people in that crew, and there's another funny guy, but it's like it's like an obnoxious funny. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about like when we're all younger?
No, I'm talking about now or whatever. Or maybe younger. You know what I mean? Where it feels like, okay, I can't really be my.
Well, if it was younger, you're a little more intimidating. You're not going to be like, oh, I need to take this guy's attention. It's obvious, you know. I wasn't the one like, oh, I need to compete with that.
Right.
You know?
That's
do.
the question.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like today, now it's like if the guy's really corny, I'll make fun of him. You know.
Yeah.
Like if he's going to say something and we want a response, I'll try to. You know.
A lot of times now in like real life, you'll see, like when you've been doing comedy a long time, now you kind of know that when regular people are being funny, you can see that they're you can see what they're doing now. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of times in the normal world, people are ripping something off.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're being funny.
A movie or something.
Yeah, like they're being, I don't know, Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell.
Taking a shtick.
Yeah. And so you're like, even if they might have more real life stage presence than you, you're kind of like, all right, dude. You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Whereas when we were younger, that guy would dominate and be like,
you're
whoa,
dude,
he's
this
so
guy's
funny.
Gonna get laid,
yeah,
man.
and he'd be doing Chris Farley, you know?
Yeah.
Class clown, most likely to be class clown.
Yeah.
Were you class clown?
I was not. I left my senior year.
I like how it's most likely to be class clown. Yeah. That's a funny reward.
I mean. That's what I'm hoping for all year. You know what I mean?
Most likely to be class clown.
That's what they wrote in my yearbook. You know, it was really funny. You said something earlier. We were talking about like, oh man, I'm like still that same person. You know, as a little kid. And I was gonna say like a joke of like somebody wrote in your yearbook, never change, and you like really took it literally.
Never change.
Like, no, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You gotta be like this forever.
Yeah.
You got it, Jeff from 7th grade.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're right, Jeff Sipowicz.
Yeah.
Or if it was like one of the hot girls, you know, you're like, I finally got the hot girl.
Yeah.
She said never change.
Yeah.
Still wearing the
Jamie
same
Bronson.
Shit, dude.
Jamie Bronson.
Yeah, I remember in high school, the funniest kids were always like the loud. That was one of the reasons why, like, I think a lot of times you don't want to get into comedy because you're like, all right, you think of the funniest people,
Mm-hmm.
and they're these big, loud, it's like Sinbad. That was
hijinks and shit.
Well, just
Yeah.
you can control the the tension.
And then you get older, and you're like, not only do I not have to be that, and I can be funny, I can be like the opposite.
Yeah,
you can be a surgeon.
Yeah,
Where you
That's
like,
the best.
How exhausting! Why does this person want to be so annoying?
right. Just take it easy, wait.
Yeah,
and
why don't you go vlog?
Yeah, yeah. Be a YouTube. That's totally what it. Oh my God, YouTube personalities is where they all belong. Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
I-
exactly. You're like, go talk to a camera in your room.
yeah. That's all you want.
I learned a lot about timing from being obnoxious because I was obnoxious as fuck,
yeah.
man. And people would be like, "You're so obnoxious." I didn't really understand what that meant because I'm like, "You're giggling, so I must be good." And then I realized there was just times where it's like, "No, you're just being annoying. This
Yeah.
isn't the right circumstance for you to be doing that." And then once you understand that timing and the circumstance, then you can really have fun because
That's
then
so true.
you'll see it coming like in a minute and just
Man.
Well,
the
like
best.
when everybody starts, it's always like, yeah, dude, you're funniest of your friends. It's like, your friends always say, you should be a comedian because you're so funny. It's like, well, I know how to be myself with you guys. Like, we're to that
Exactly,
point, you know what I mean?
right.
So the whole thing is being myself with complete strangers.
And
getting
yeah.
it, you know?
and when
Takes forever.
And when
Yeah,
you're
it's
with
hard
your
to do.
friends, you have situations going on that you're commenting
Inside
on.
jokes.
Yeah,
or,
inside jokes.
You guys were there for something. So,
Yeah.
but when you have to create all that right here with this
Yeah,
audience.
and you know your audience with your friends. You know,
Mhm.
That's
you know
what
it's gonna. Laugh
Oh,
at.
yeah.
But that's what you do. That's what you just have to imagine. Like, yo, this is me talking to my best friend. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, yo, I want to tell my friend this. That's why. Oh damn it! I was on another podcast earlier, and I was about to say, yeah, well, we talked about earlier. but
Oh yeah.
I don't think we talked.
It'll
about
run
that.
together.
Double booking.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I had a Sunday off. I had to-
Sloppy seconds.
I had
It's
to
a
get-
big day. Yeah.
Is that why
We're
you've
getting
been
your-
like this whole time
Is that
next to
what
me
we
this
got?
whole time?
Sloppy
Is that why
seconds.
you've had to get up and walk away twice? Is because you're like, I didn't want you to get your nut out on the first one.
Kind of.
I wanted you to be full balls
Mhm.
for our podcast.
I wanted the first cum since the last cum.
It's called the setup.
Yeah.
The setup come.
Yeah, dude. I wanted you to fire loads into my aromatherapy machine over there. Fucking stank
I
this
want you
thing
to be
up.
full of essential oil when you get here.
Oh my god.
I wanted your essential
oils.
oils, bro, but you're empty.
No way. I already forgot what my point was. I was saying.
Yeah, you were bringing some. I think you were gonna shout
Well, I was
someone
gonna
out.
say-
Name drop.
While you think about it, I was gonna say I always thought my friends were the hardest audience. Like I remember in our high school, dude, there were so many funny people.
Yeah.
And then I got older and like even in the real world, I'm like, damn, there was a lot of funny people in this town I grew up in Duval, where I moved to, not Redmond.
Yeah.
There was a lot of funny motherfuckers. Like still to this day, funnier than most of the comedians that I've come up doing comedy with. And I was just it's crazy.
Well, you
I
get
don't know.
intimidated by that. You're like, I don't
Yeah,
know
it
how
made
I
me
could,
think, like,
I don't know
oh.
how I could ever achieve something like that.
Exactly. But then I
it's-
realized like there's a big quality and every performer is different, and some are the type where like you just like laughing, like you like jokes,
Mhm.
you like laughing at jokes, and if you get the joy of being the one that makes the joke, that's good too. You know what I mean? Like some people they are the ones always making the joke, but some people just love laughing at the jokes constantly.
Do you guys have impulses that you say no to? Like I just now had an impulse. I was like, no, don't do it.
Yeah,
You know what I
Sit,
mean?
Beat him
No,
up.
have you?
No.
Have you been listening to this podcast at all?
Well, I know, but I'm just trying to, or maybe for you, like you have a like in the moment, because in the moment when you're petting Anthony, I was like,
Sometimes, most of the
I'm gonna
time,
go
yeah,
around the
but-
table and hug Anthony. I was like, but that's not
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
stupid.
Oh, you mean on stage?
No, I mean at any
in
point
life,
and
yeah.
anywhere on stage, in life, in person. That's
Yeah.
not gonna be
Well,
funny.
if you see
Don't do
another
it.
man pat another man's back and you're like, I should tell them to kiss. No, I'm not going to do that. It's
Totally, man.
Rub it
not
slower.
going to happen. No mustache on mustache.
Whoa. You
Man,
gotta be so
That wasn't
gross.
get all
was it?
intertwined and
Oh,
shit.
Made you blush.
It's like
Made you
Yeah.
blush.
Kiss.
Hey, you're
it's,
gay.
it's like those.
I would love to hear the
teenage-
ruffling of your
teenagers,
don't.
teenagers
No,
with
you
braces
don't.
that get their mouths like
Ugh.
stuck together.
God.
yeah.
There's
It's the
There's
same but mustache.
Maybe have like a Velcro. It unites.
That's the sound it would
Have you
make.
signed up for the mustache dating website?
There's a mustache
What?
dating website.
Jesus Christ.
No, what is it?
I forgot what it was called,
It's
but
like
Have you done it?
mustache.
no, I had a girlfriend at the time. I was lucky.
Oh, dude, do it.
I can't do it now
Why not?
because she'll.
Oh, you still have a girl.
Yeah, I'm still.
Oh, you're still happily
good for you.
tied up.
Thank you.
But
Yeah,
I
man.
He's
part of me
married.
hopes that
Yeah, I know.
you guys
Like,
go through a rough
The second
patch.
I walked in here, I was like, "This is
Yeah, this is not.
this is
my
actually
house.
this is how we all should live." Okay, guys.
Yeah, dude, respect.
Your,
gotta
house,
be
your,
nice.
your apartment definitely has the ladies' touch.
Yes, it does.
You want a lady's touch in your home.
Did
Yeah.
you
I
put
got
the?
no qualms.
Did
about
you
that.
veto like a live, laugh, love Sorry.
or like a black
Inspirational
chalkboard.
quotes. No, IKEA decoration.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dude, those are so funny.
Man,
That's pretty good.
the Culver's, love it.
Yeah, no.
Where'd you meet her?
We worked at the same restaurant back in.
That's where I met my
Back in-
hoe.
Yeah. That's where them hoes be hanging, yo.
What's she doing out here?
We're from Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, what's she doing down
Yeah,
here?
what's she-
She works at a soccer center in Santa Clarita.
That's cool.
Yup.
Is that where she's at right now?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, not right now. Actually,
You told
I
her
don't
to
know where
get
she
lost
is.
so we could do this podcast.
What's that?
Did you tell her to get lost? So
I
we could do
told
this
her we're going to be
podcast?
doing it, and if you're doing a podcast in a house this small, you don't really want to be in the house because
Yeah.
you just have to
Exactly.
stay in that fucking room
Yeah.
and shut up
Go back in your room, Betsy.
and don't say any noises.
We don't need any outside judgment.
So it's one of those
voices.
things where
Yeah.
it's like, babe, you feel free to hang out, but it's not going to be very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But we met. She was a hostess, and I was bartending at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Power move.
Yep, absolutely.
Power move.
Absolutely.
So you
I bet all the other servers
Had
were
to have
like,
that status, dude.
God damn it.
Yeah.
bartender again swoops in and marries
I was
another hostess.
I was a trainer. I trained
Oh,
my girlfriend.
nice. That's how you do
another
it.
Oh,
man.
nice.
Yeah. You gotta have it gives you an instant status, and it gives you an in.
And you also are cool with your like group of friends and stuff. Like at my job right now, I slay. I've been working there for so long and I know them so well. And so new guys will come in, and I know we work with a lot of hot waitresses, and new guys will come in and be like, bro, you're just like the cool guy. And I'm like, no, this is like my fucking,
It's your crowd.
it's my siblings
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's
I know how
not
to be myself and not a cool guy. That's the
exactly.
thing.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, you slay.
I fucking slay. They think I'm the biggest pimp. I'm like, I'm not fucking any of these girls, bro.
No.
You know what I mean? It's just I don't give a fuck about them. You know, because once they get off their pedestal, you're like, you're just a normal idiot. You're just
Yeah, yeah,
stupid
yeah.
as the rest of us. Straight up.
That's what
Yeah,
happened
never
with
fuck your
Betsy.
coworkers.
No.
Their roommates though.
Or their friends. Oh my god.
Or if you're about to quit the job.
No, that's
Oh no,
actually,
that's what I'm gonna
quit?
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I encourage all guys. The best way to meet chicks is like if you're really cool with coworkers, or you actually have cool lady friends. Like, dude,
You gotta be
Restaurants.
someone
gotta-
like a girl who will put in a good word for you. That's how you're
the
gonna.
vetted, getting vetted beforehand. That's the way to go.
Restaurants was huge, man, because it's like
You put yourself out there.
and it's similar aged, typically young and about your aged. And I worked at one where they would go out of their way to hire like attractive ladies.
Oh yeah, no,
and
it's
there wasn't that many dudes, so it was.
no. It's so funny because
Well, you ended up with a wife out of it, so
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
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 My odds were high, bro.
I'm so glad my girlfriend's not listening to this.
Why? You haven't said
She
anything
just-
incriminating.
No, she just say, "See,
What?
see." Because
About
we met at a restaurant.
Oh,
and
she-
you guys
she-
got married.
Oh, okay. Is she pushing for it? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
she wants to get married.
Ah.
How long have you guys been dating for?
5 years.
Oh wow.
wow.
Yeah, the clock
Yeah.
is ticking. for me.
Tick tock.
She want to have kids?
Yeah.
How many?
How many? What kinds?
As
What
many
kind of
as-
kids?
As many as I'll put in her.
Wow.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, she's
That's romantic.
She's already brainwashed. She's still in school though, so she's got to figure out what she wants to do. So that's why I'm like, you need to chill the fuck.
Is she your age or is she younger? Is she older?
She's gonna no. She's about two.
High
she's
school.
About 2 years.
High school can be tough, you know.
I see what we did
I
there.
love you're just bringing it back.
Yeah,
to,
man, it's good shit.
How do
Really
you
good,
two
dude.
know each other? How do you and Anthony Calderon know each other?
Just I go into your Turbo Tuesday room when I first started coming out here.
Cool.
Yeah,
Turbo
comedy.
Tuesdays. Yeah, is that still going on? Turbo
Well,
Tuesdays?
they're still doing comedy on Tuesday nights at that bar, but Turbo's dead.
Is it an open mic?
It died
or is
when you left?
Is it a show?
It's the same thing we did. You can literally show up and
Who
you know,
was
put you up.
who was
His name is the Nihilist.
Oh, that guy.
You know which guy? The big fat guy with
Yeah.
the glasses.
Yeah.
Is he a nihilist in real life?
Sure.
Whatever that.
He's
is.
actually
People
part
say
of the-
they are, but
He's
they're
part
not
of the
really.
clown.
Yeah.
The clown.
The Insane Clown Posse.
Clown scene.
Oh
No, like-
man,
He knows, like, I guess he used to be a clown.
Oh, is that a clown? He's an
ICP.
actual
Yeah.
clown.
those people are sketchy. I went camping and there was campers next to us who were ICP, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck this, dude."
They're actually called juggalos.
Yeah, the Juggalos are.
Oh, okay.
No.
They bring.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn, these guys
Yeah.
are fucking sketchy."
That is a scary group, man.
No,
Just
they
white
are.
trash in general. That's
Yeah,
a
white
scary
trash in
group.
general.
you ask
super
you'll
scary.
ask, you know, anybody. They're like, no matter what race they are, they're like white trash, frightening.
Yep.
Yeah,
They be
Yeah.
shooting motherfuckers.
yeah.
Grew up around that stuff.
Me too.
Me
I come
too.
from white trash. My
Yeah.
extended family is the deeper you go, it gets trashier
Trashier.
and trashier. I'm related to you guys.
The chromosomes
Holy
start
shit.
getting more and more similar.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
It's a scary group of people.
No, it is.
They do weird shit. They live in remote places and they do weird shit. You know what I mean? They're off the map. They can get weird and nobody really knows what's happening.
Well, there's no consequence for them. You know?
Yeah.
In what
Like-
way?
Huh?
In what way?
Just society.
They're like,
You mean just
nobody's
'cause there's-
judging me. I can go out here and do
Right,
whatever
yeah.
I want.
I'm
that's
out
what you're
here.
saying.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that documentary to making a murderer?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
You gotta watch it, dude.
I hear it's excellent.
You never watched
excellent.
I watched it.
Good for you.
I
Good
wa-
for you
I
for
can't.
not watching
I
it.
can't watch like drama
Fuck that
shit.
state.
No, you know what I mean?
I'm a happy
No.
It's
person.
like everybody had to watch it and he didn't.
Dude, if it's good, watch
I'm a happy
it.
person. I live in love and happiness.
It is really good, though.
I don't watch like too much drama shit.
Yeah.
No, it is really good though, but it does make you connect. Like you're like, oh, white trash.
Like,
It's
yeah,
like,
those
ugh.
people.
Yeah,
are
like these people are
just-
definitely sketchy as fuck,
Yeah.
but they did get fucked over.
It's like, how are they shooting black people when there's these people around?
Yeah,
Shoot them. I'm just kidding. But you can say that because they're white. So
you can say that.
You can.
Yeah, isn't that weird? We could spend the next 20 minutes talking about how we should kill them, but
Yeah. Well, did you
It's
see that
cool.
Tom Segura controversy over Louisiana? I was like,
Oh, yeah. I heard that.
how is that a controversy? Like,
just
just
said-
people in Louisiana are upset.
No,
it's not
yeah,
a
it's-
controversy, bro.
Yeah, it's making a joke, and then people,
then the
are,
first thing
people
he
are getting
did-
offended over jokes. It's
So
kind of a
stupid.
crappy.
well, it's almost like,
crappy
man,
world.
don't you realize like that was all part of? It's weird to me when somebody's so clearly trying to make a joke,
Mhm.
and also like he's fucking with you.
Yeah.
Like, and you're buying
Yeah.
into that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
a comedian. It's like
Yeah.
this is the funny business.
yeah, and
Why
you're
are
gonna
you getting upset?
It's weird.
And the first thing he did after the controversy came out was he just booked a theater in Louisiana and sold it out in like 5
Mhm.
minutes. So it's
Yeah.
just like
I mean, smart.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's so crazy. Controversy. And
Yeah, no, it's PC culture with comedy these days. I mean, it's everywhere, but you can't joke about things, and it's kind of sad because you're gonna be like, well, you're not gonna find much happiness in your
Comedy's
life.
gonna suck
Yeah.
too.
No, it's already been attacked. Jerry Seinfeld was like, colleges suck. You're
Yeah.
like, what? You're supposed to be one of the best.
Yeah.
what is it like? I'm not gonna laugh because that is beneath my
Yeah.
philosophical views.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all too cool for it.
That's too bad. It's
Whatever.
gonna be, but we've talked about this before. It's like a pendulum. It's
It'll
gonna, It's
rebound.
gonna be so PC that people are just you're gonna want someone who's raunchy as fuck.
Exactly.
Then you're gonna be like, I love you, and then everyone's
that's the
gonna.
thing. It's like you guys, you don't understand. The more you're gonna push this PC culture that you don't want to be offended, people are gonna go deeper.
Harder.
Well, yeah, I
They're
mean,
gonna
like
go harder. They're gonna stab deeper.
like the Tipper Gore or whatever lady when the rating system for
Yeah.
like straight out of like
Parental advisory.
parental advisory and all that stuff. And then what was the first thing that happens is like Straight Outta Compton sells like 1 million fucking albums, and Andrew Dice Clay becomes the biggest fucking comic ever
Yep.
at the time.
Yeah.
And what was his whole thing? Like he just like made nursery rhymes really fucking dirty. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So you're right. I do think you're right.
Yeah.
There's gonna be somebody who breaks the. But then again, everything is so fragmented these days, like entertainment wise. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That like maybe. I don't know. Maybe it won't.
You
Maybe
know what's
no
weird,
one's
though,
going to be
too?
able to capture the zeitgeist like that ever again, because everything's so fractured.
Well, it's just like mainstream, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
What's weird is that though I think regular like people that aren't in the arts and aren't a lot of people don't care.
Right.
You get this impression that everybody cares, but I think the majority of people.
I think it's
don't
half.
care
I think
that
it's
much.
half and half, to be completely honest. Because I'm at work and I'll say some of the most racist, sexist stuff, and other people think it's hilarious, and some people will be like, "You can't say that." It's like, why can't you say that? It's just something you can't say.
Yeah,
Well, what do you mean? It's something you.
but it's also
can't
because you're in
say?
LA.
Huh?
I think it might also be because you're in LA.
this
Oh,
is
yeah,
very
circumstances.
You're in a
conservative.
hotbed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just sometimes I'll go back home and nobody cares. Everybody's talking the same.
And that's a liberal viewpoint, right? The PC culture. That's not conservative. That's being liberal. But you would think it would be the conservative viewpoint, right?
Which one?
The PC culture. It's more of a liberal political viewpoint.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah,
Because the type of people who are going to be offended are the type that are going to be like
yeah.
Obama dick riders and stuff like that. Not that I'm conservative or liberal.
No, it's ironic. Yeah, because for the longest time it was that you can't say things you couldn't say in church, and now it's the same amount of censorship, but just about words that are offensive to people. So it was like conservative censorship was about don't cuss, don't say goddamn, and that was the overall societal. Oof, I just used the word societal. Now we're deep. We just went there.
We just became a political podcast.
It just switched hard
We
into
just switched
a
so
whole
hard.
thing. Yeah, but so now it's just about like you can't say cunt.
Or-
Faggot.
But you can't say anything that like degrades a like a good large group of people.
A social group
Yeah,
that's been belittled. But you
Yeah.
can say anything you want about white people because they're in power.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Fuck white people.
Yeah, white people suck.
Kill Whitey.
All right. I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
Me too.
Mikey, thank you so much.
You guys,
for being
thank
here.
you so much for having
Plug
me.
your Instagram and all that stuff.
You can find me at the internet, Mikey Mckernan, Mikeymckernan. Instagram, Twitter, follow me there for shows, dates, all those.
420 show at the
Workaholics House.
Workaholics House.
That's cool.
In Van Nuys, California.
It's gonna be cool. I've never done it. Can't wait. I'll spread the word about it for sure. You guys should, whatever.
You're gonna
Listen to this
invite us,
podcast.
but you're like, oh.
No, I mean, I'll tell you. Who am I talking to right now?
Head spinning.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
man.
Peace.
This has been a Podaholics Comedy Network presentation. Podaholics.com